It is 9:00. Time for Craig Street to rock. No, it isn't. If you live in Atlanta, you laughed at that because you know Greg Street. That used to be back when people used to listen to some radio. How you guys doing? What's going on? Patrick said I sent you a link. I responded to you, Patrick. I know I'm trying to get it to where I'm going to do this thing every Tuesday night at 9:00. And I want my bestest of friends to come through and argue with me like we hate each other. But at the end of the motherfucking night, Golden, you guys can come join. Come on through. Hit the link. I want to hear from my friends because I think I have a topic that I think is very important. Shouts out to my 49ers who looked horrible but won. Shouts out to the Bears who looked good for 3 quarters and lost. Shouts out to the Ravens who looked good for three and a third quarters. I don't know what the fuck happened. I remember I was watching that game and I said, damn, the Ravens look like they'll never lose in the next 3 years. And then they lost in the last 3 minutes. That didn't make no sense. Shouts out to Justin Fields who proved me right when I told them niggas, Justin Fields. And shouts out to Michael Parson who proved my argument with Brian last week about when that position they play when they're missile. You just let them go. Because literally he did not know the playbook. He didn't know the playbook. But he don't have to because his job is to get at the quarterback. You saw him? You saw it?
Indeed. You are correct, sir.
And it's not that he's like a dumb player. It's just that position allows you to cause havoc. You know, like, again, that's why I used it like the Hulk. You remember when they got into the fight? What did they say to Hulk when they told him, what are you supposed to do? They told him,
Hulk,
smash. That is what they told Lawrence Taylor. I don't want you to sit here and get caught up thinking. If you get caught up thinking, that would stop you from being you. Like some of the best players, you tell them, man, don't think, play.
Just play. Because
they start thinking and they fuck up. Now, I know you're a fan of a few teams. Before we even get into the subject, I want to know who are you most impressed with and who you were like, what the fuck just happened? From week 1, and I know it's Overreaction Tuesday.
What the fuck happened? I said that with the Bears. The Ravens. I mean, I was really more so shocked at the Ravens. I couldn't believe that they lost that game. I was totally shocked. I think though, Josh Allen, he too legit to quit, man. I must give it to him, dog. He's too legit to quit. And but I definitely would have liked to just. I like the fact that they ended that's going to be exciting because they're going to compete. I do like that. But with the Bears losing, I was just like, we looked bad. And I'm just hoping that it's just the beginning.
You know who I say what the fuck to?
Who?
The Dolphins.
I didn't even catch that game.
They got the shit beat out of them by the Colts. And they didn't score until like the end. And I think Mike McDaniels has got to go. They look, it's hard to describe it, but they look bad.
Yeah. And I think if Tua get hurt again, they got to move off of him, man. Because, I mean, when he's not there, they struggle big time. Tyreek ain't doing nothing but getting slower. So it's like, yeah, y'all got to do something. Yeah, y'all. It's like y'all got to
Tyreek.
Yeah.
They got to trade Tyreek. They got the coach is wrong. I know they're in position, the same position we were in San Francisco. if you get off your quarterback, who you got?
Yeah.
And if you don't have anybody, you pay him, and that's fucked up. You pay him that big contract for what?
For what? And that's why I hate that philosophy, man. I hate that. I would rather, and that's just like me with Williams this year with Caleb. If Caleb doesn't show significant improvement, I want us to move off of him, man. We waste.
I'm not paying him that money that's about to come.
Yes, because I don't want to have to. Exactly. Like, hey, bro, you better show out this year to where it's like, okay, he's gonna be worth the investment of paying him the money. Because if not,
but here's where you run into this weird issue though. You get off of him and he turned into Sam Darnold. You get off of him, he turned into Geno Smith. You get off of him and he turned into hell yesterday. Daniel Jones looked like the greatest thing since sliced bread. They didn't have one drive where the Colts didn't score.
Right. Yeah. And we made fucking JJ McCarthy look good. Like, man.
Right. But you remember he's on his rookie, so he's supposed to look good. But I'm with you with like, hey, Caleb Williams, it's time for you to look good.
Yes. In spite of, like I said, I get our line and shit, I get that. But in spite of that dude, man, he was making a lot of bad decisions yesterday. And that's why I was really alarmed at that. I'm like, dude, he's taking
overthrew a lot of open people too.
Yes, he missed several big plays that could have put us back into the game and could have kept us ahead. And he missed them and he blew them. So it's like, yeah, dog. In my opinion, I would say if I'm the owner of the Bears, he on the bubble.
You know why I give him grace?
Why?
New coach, new offensive coordinator.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that by the end of the year, you should know where you at. You should know if he's going to be able to turn the corner or not and do his thing, or if he's going to be, we might want to get somebody else to get in here and compete for this spot.
Yeah, I think he looked okay for first game. I think he looked all right.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he didn't have any turnovers. He didn't cost his team because those are issues. If you can clean that up, he should be able to get better during the year. I think the Giants need to go ahead and tell Russell Wilson to go be Sierra's husband.
Can't you leave that man alone, boy? They're talking shit about him again.
Are they lying? No, you say they talking shit. Is it a lie?
Yeah. Nope.
I'm talking about when they keep calling him a lame and square as of lately with what's his man's name?
He don't have that respect, bro. He made his bed, now you gotta lay in it, man.
So I'm not worried about him being a lame or any of that shit. I'm talking about just as a quarterback. It's a quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't look at you and think Russ been done a while. Can we just call it what it is? Russ been done for a while.
Yeah.
He did not.
I'll say this.
Go ahead. Huh?
I'll say this. As far as an elite starting quarterback, no. Would I like to have him as a backup? Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, being the guy, yeah, he's not that guy anymore.
And if I drafted Jackson Dart in the first round, if I draft anybody in the first round, you know what it's time for your ass to do? Play.
Yeah.
Because I drafted you in the first round.
For a reason.
Yeah. Yep. True.
If you don't sit around, you could.
Yeah, I want to see him, man. I mean, the only time I would even consider sitting a first round draft pick, I got to have top 5 quarterback in the league. He got to be sitting behind Favre or somebody like that. He got to be sitting behind Patrick Mahomes, somebody like that. Well, I'm not gonna sit him down. But
like the Browns, there's no reason for Joe Flacco to be starting. See what you got with Dylan Gabriel. See what you got with Shedeur Sanders. And if they aren't good, draft you a quarterback this year. But why you got a motherfucker 40 years old?
40 years old. What he gonna do? Yep. And my thing is, where's he gonna take y'all? He can't take y'all nowhere. He can't. And everybody's expectations are low anyway. You're the fucking Browns. You can put a fucking janitor at QB1, and people will be like, oh well, let's see what he got.
Yes,
nobody's gonna be in an uproar. So it's like I take my chances too. I'd be all rookie.
So my disappointment was the Dolphins because they look like the worst team that ever existed. Now I know that's just 1 week. That's why I say it's overreaction. Yeah. But they look like the worst team that ever existed. You had Daniel Jones out there looking like the next coming of Christ.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense to me. What's going on, Kish and Patrick? What are you guys doing?
What's going on, Tommy?
Yeah, I know I might be talking some crazy stuff about football, and I just wanted to warm everybody up. And I like talking football. Okay, I like talking football because
man, like you talking about shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just happy it's back.
Yeah,
I am, and I was trying to get into all the damn games. I was happy that the Jacksonville Jaguars look like they can play.
Mm-hmm.
Because last year they didn't look like they can play, and it looked like what Brian and I were talking about. You done gave Trevor Lawrence all that motherfucking money for nothing.
Nothing.
Yep. You got a few quarterbacks who've gotten all their money, and they're not doing it. Tua got all that money for nothing.
Man, nothing.
Lawrence got all that money.
Are they not playing because they don't want to play, or
I'm sorry.
Are they playing because they don't want to play, or
no? They suck.
It's just talent. It's not getting it done. Yeah,
you paid them because their rookie contract was up, so you had to pay them.
Yeah.
So what happens is you're in a weird spot when their rookie contract is up. It's enough people that want them that you don't want to let them go.
Right.
It's like being in a relationship where a bitch ain't that good, but you don't want to be by yourself.
It's getting close to the holidays.
So what you're saying? What you're saying is that everybody wants the rookie, so they rather keep him than let him go and get some. But he sucks though, so why not just let him go?
Because you promise when you're on your rookie contract, people pay you for promise.
Yeah.
You get lucky sometimes when you get somebody like what happened with the 49ers. We got Brock Purdy for nothing.
Yeah.
He was getting paid what a grocer is getting paid. Yeah. And the nigga bagging groceries. He's getting paid the same amount. And this nigga took you to 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Well, you got to pay him now.
So you actually proved his worth.
Yeah, but you got to pay him now. And the question was he good or was the system good? And that's why it took him so long to sign him. Because if he was great, they'd have signed him last year.
Yep. They was talking about how Shadur Sanders' NIL contract was more than what he was getting.
Yeah.
They were talking about that. So it's like, and my thing is, if you're talking like that about a player, in my opinion, I don't think he's worth it. It's like, to give that guy all that money, it's like, okay, yeah, I get it, but is he going to get you any type of return on your investment? And
well, you remember they had to do it to Tom Brady, though, but they won a Super Bowl, but they had to. Tom Brady, he was picked so low, he didn't have very much money on the books, but then when it was time to pay him, it's a chunk. But they had at least won a Super Bowl, so they felt he was worth it, and they felt Brock had took you to a couple of Super Bowls, and the question is he worth it? I wouldn't have paid him the money they paid him. I'm sorry. Even though it wasn't top money, I still think it was too much.
Yep. Yeah.
We got my man Cap in the house. Cap, what's going on, Rich?
Oh, hey, what's going on, man? Shout out to Tommy. Shout out Relationship. I ain't never seen my man with guns in the background or the other cat. What's going on? How y'all doing this week?
What's going on,
bro?
Cat?
How you doing, man?
Good to go. Good to go.
Patrick ready for that action play, boy. He ready for that action.
He ready.
He keep it real on the internet too.
This is just business. It's just advertising. I'm a weapons instructor. This is advertising.
Oh, you said it's advertising what you train? Like you teach or train or something?
Yeah, I'm a pistol rifle shotgun instructor.
Okay, yeah. I out in Jersey, I had to take a class to get my license to carry for Jersey, and I just did one for Utah. It was taught by the same instructor.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Utah, they recognized by a lot of states, so I could take that and get reciprocity in other states.
Too.
Like
Florida,
Chicago, they do that.
Yeah. Florida is good too.
I was about to say that's what I love about Georgia and Arizona as well.
Right.
especially Georgia. Georgia has one of those damn near all-encompassing ones.
It's that,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, all of them do. Yeah, it's only
it's only when you get to like New Jersey and New York and stuff like that. Like New Jersey and New York don't give reciprocity to no states at all.
Yep.
Even if
maybe like Nassau County, it might.
No, the whole state. Like you can get a license, but you got to have a New York license. Like even me with my New Jersey license, I can drive through New York, but I can't stop. If I pick stop and get off on the highway and they pull me over and they ain't gonna say, I can't say, oh, I just wanted to go to the store. They said, no, nigga, you should have drove out of the state. You
better hold that piss, boy.
Hold that piss. You better hold all that. We'll see you in 3 to 5.
He said you supposed to keep going where you were going. What you doing? Stop.
Yeah, we don't know what you was going. Tell him you're gonna be late 3 to 5 years.
I remember the instructor told a story where even when you flying with your weapon, that weapon can't go into New York. You got to make sure if you got a layover, your layover can't be in a state that does not give reciprocity to your state.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
crazy. I used to love flying from Georgia to Arizona and back. Nigga, get off the plane strapped up. Say something. I got off they take me in that little room because they take you in a little room because they have to put your gun in the thing and stuff before you get on the plane. And when you get off the plane, they take we got your bag, sir. Come on with me. And everybody looking, why they grabbing him, nigga? Because I got that heat, nigga.
Got that action.
I got yes.
Yeah, they strict about the rules, man.
And it's messed up because then you can shoot everybody at the airport if you wanted to. I'm not telling people to do it. I'm just saying
that be fucked up. Get your bags off the fucking come off the belt. And you just
heating everybody up.
Everybody, yo.
They done handed it to you. Here you go, sir. Thank you.
Bah! Yeah, that's insane. Here you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah. But it hasn't happened, so it's a good thing it hasn't happened. Cap, you ain't into no football, are you, Cap?
Yeah, I'm a Giants fan. Yep.
Is it time to tell Russell Wilson to go home and be with Sierra?
Hell yeah! I mean, Russell Wilson, like he ain't been a good quarterback since like 2 years before he left out of Seattle. Before he even got the pick, like he just lived off the hype of maybe a new environment. He'll go somewhere else. I mean, but that was it. He was a capable quarterback with an outstanding defense. He wasn't like the driving force. He didn't make no mistakes. So he was a service quarterback. He wasn't like a top level 1 type of quarterback. He wasn't that guy.
For 4 years, he was that nigga though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was nice. But yeah,
4 years he was. But that was it. He lived off that name. And like you said, he won a Super Bowl. He got to another Super Bowl and they lost. But he started living off of that name. Because you remember they used to say, let Russ cook. Because you get a Russ ball and he
could make some magic happen. Yep.
Yeah, but that was only for 4 years.
Right.
And then he lived off that 4 years for like 8.
Yeah. Real talk. Now he just
I ain't mad at him though.
Now he just a simp for Sierra. That's all. He just a simp now for Sierra.
Y'all can't leave this nigga alone.
That's Sierra's man now.
Kiss said, "Why y'all keep dissing my man?" He asked that before you came on here.
Everybody fucking with him.
He's like
why y'all messing that man?
He's like Dwayne Wade. That's Gabriel's man.
Damn. But at least Sierra ain't making him gay or trans.
Yeah, at least Sierra gonna stay a man.
I will give her that. Ain't none of them kids turned out to be opposite trans and all that nonsense.
Or she ain't got him out there wearing suspect shit.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade be wearing that crazy shit, boy. I don't.
She just still twerking
with the capri pants. It was over for me.
Dwayne Wade about that.
Not from Miami. I was a fan, but he making it hard.
I would say he's about that life.
And once he wore that blouse, it was wild. It just
painted his nails. Remember, he painted his toenails and nails and shit, man.
He's doing that now too. Damn.
it's so funny how sometimes we, especially in the black community, we don't want to acknowledge those guys that we like know that are like, man, that dude is gay or he a switch hitter. We don't want to acknowledge certain cats. Like cats didn't want to acknowledge Will Smith. Cats didn't want to acknowledge Baby. They didn't want to acknowledge Eddie Murphy. They don't want to acknowledge Dwayne Wade. It's like, hey man,
and Eddie Murphy was doing a lot of suspect shit for a long time.
Exactly.
Well, hold on a minute.
We can acknowledge Eddie Murphy go back to transvestites before they called him transgender.
I'm not gonna let y'all put Eddie in the group. Eddie just curious.
He was just giving him a ride.
I just saw him, and I just wanted to help her. I thought she needed help.
If you let Johnny Gill stay at your house for the summer, you about that life, man.
Hold on now, Brian. I'll let you.
I don't know if that's true.
I'll let you stay in the pool house. Johnny didn't stay at his house. He stayed at the pool house.
What is Johnny Gill doing at Eddie Murphy's pool house?
Okay, wait a minute. What was what's his name? Kato Kalin doing at OJ Simpson's pool house.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna say that. I don't know if I'm gonna say that. Is there any other evidence besides that?
Right.
Like you need a little something more than living at the spoiled spot. Like you need a little.
Yeah, if you run into hard times and your boy give you a place to stay, now we gay. Like what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. If Samuels had a nigga in the bed, they tell you trying to put him about it.
Look, you right.
Imagine telling your boy, man, I wish I could help you, but you know if I let you stay here, they gonna say we gay.
Right, that's crazy work right there. That's crazy work. You can't even help your partner.
If I'm Eddie Murphy, I'm gonna rent my boy Johnny Gill a house.
You got what?
That's worse, but that would be worse though. To me, I think that's worse.
Now you like a cat woman. He paying your bills.
Yeah, you like a cat woman now. Yeah, that's right. Worse. That's worse. You don't think that's worse? That should sound horrible.
I'll put my boy up.
I don't know if it's worse, Cat, but they damn sure gonna try to make it sound worse.
Real talk.
I'll be like, hey man, yeah, I paid for my boy. He needs a hand.
Yeah, but you're paying for him. It ain't gonna be a one-time thing. He need a place to stay.
I've used my LLC and rent him a house.
No, he can't afford it.
He gonna run it through like 6 different shell companies to hide the money.
Yeah.
Man, say I can't help you out, man. They gonna think I'm gay.
That shit crazy, yo.
Cap said that's crazy work.
Yeah, that shit crazy work.
I can help a nigga. I can. I can do that. You can stay in the pool house, nigga. Like we cool. Like it's nice to have a nigga around. We play some dad. We go to
you gotta look at the history, man. I know they said that the LSG tour, that was one of the problems that they had, was his entourage, and it was just way too many what do you want to call them? Homosexuals. Yeah.
Oh, the suspect niggas.
Yes, they said it was like it was ridiculous. They was getting into it about that he had that big of a man.
So you said niggas had on lipstick.
You got a bunch of
Why your niggas got on? Why your niggas wearing blouses? What's that?
That's crazy work, man.
Yeah, dude.
Now I did not hear this, but I know they say Johnny's suspect. But Johnny got kids with. Listen, here's my thing, and it's just gonna always be my thing. I don't care what none of y'all say about me or whatever. Whatever you do in your life, like Eddie Murphy, his wife is fine. The woman he used to be married to, she fine. But she's manly, but she's fine. Everybody looked at that woman and said, she might be a tranny.
Look at her shoulders.
Right. She had a stiff face.
Chisel.
Jawline like Johnny Bravo, boy.
Hey, you know who got a bad wife built like that? The cat from Power. That white woman, that's a man. That's a man. That's a man, yo. That's a man.
That man said, I'm not gonna let you fool me like that, sir.
I'd like to introduce you to my wife. Man, I'm not gonna play that game with you.
I'm not playing that game with you, bro.
I'm looking at that motherfucker like, what's happening here, man? Come on, y'all.
Man,
You
bro, man.
like, come on, tell me the truth, brother. That's okay. You can tell me what's really going on right here, man. Let me know.
Anybody out there right now, anybody that objects to this couple for some odd reason, for this man and this woman being together,
Real talk.
I'm just gonna need y'all to stop calling that guy a woman. They could be together,
Real
but
talk.
If you have to introduce your wife and then immediately tell people, well, her pronouns are she, her, then there's an issue.
When you have to carry a photo, you have to carry a picture of her pussy to prove. Nah, nigga, for real. Look, this.
A whole birth certificate.
Hey, show him the thing.
Yeah, show him, baby.
That ain't homegrown. That's a store-bought.
I heard y'all whispering. Show him, baby. Show him.
God, dog. Because there's a few of them like you remember but Tay Diggs, that woman who say let it float, let it go, let it go. He was his wife. I'd have like a nigga. It's a whole
Ludacris woman was like that too. She like a dude too.
Dwight Howard woman. I thought that was a nigga.
What's his name?
Well, Dwight Howard like niggas though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's an actual girl.
Listen, he had a whole gay injury. He had a real gay injury.
What's his name?
That injury is the ass. That's an ass injury. Like it's a whole ass.
You had a gay injury, nigga. You missed games for being gay. What?
Yeah, he took that game more serious than basketball.
When that dude sat down on the bench and grabbed old boy dick,
that was hilarious.
Yep, I said he with it.
That was hilarious when he grabbed that dude dick.
Grabbed that dude dick on the bench, like.
And the thing was, it wasn't like it was that one time.
Yeah, man, it wasn't that, man.
You know how niggas say, hey, they playing grab ass. No, he playing dick grab.
Yeah, he playing for real.
Well, you remember that football player? They just cut him. The one from Clemson. If you look him up, they just cut him from the Raiders.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
If you go, they showed like clips of this nigga doing gay shit since college. When he was in a national championship game, a nigga got tackled. I think for Ohio.
A whole split or some shit, didn't he?
Yes, he grabbed the nigga dick, and it was like he got and then when they won the national championship, and this nigga like 300 pounds, he went and did a whole split.
A whole split.
It didn't make, and he was twerking, and it was like, why did you do that? And yeah, Christian Wilkins, they put him in there. You go look up what happened. He's a really good tackle. They just kicked him out of the league because they straight up said when he was, you could play with some niggas, but if you got a name for doing gay shit, your play don't look like play no more. Right. Well, what he did was his new teammate, he went over to him and kissed him on his bald head.
Nah.
But you got too many things you done, nigga, for me to take you play.
It's the same.
And when you do that to a real nigga, what a real nigga do?
He'll foul your ass, boy. Yeah.
That's what happened. And they had to get him out of that. They had to get him off the team. But that's crazy. You so gay that real nigga gotta be like, hey.
Yeah.
You don't play with me like that. Yeah, they were calling it sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Yeah, real talk, man.
You a predator, nigga.
Dr. Dre's ex-wife?
He said you a predator.
Yes.
Like Dr. Dre's ex-wife, she looked like her jawline. Like you can't tell me that's not a suspect dude.
There's a lot of hard-looking bitches though. So the question is, what do we do if these are actually women?
I mean, if they women and maybe you like, maybe because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If that's your type, that's your type. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna knock that. So long as they got a natural vagina.
You have to say that. We are living in a world where you have to say that.
That's crazy work. Yo, I saw this back and forth. Now I don't like this woman, but I like her. Candace Owens.
Yeah,
she was going back and forth with that gay nigga, Jay, some light skinned gay nigga.
Yeah. I didn't talking about.
And when I say when it come to The transgender conversation are when I say she cut this nigga to piss,
Yeah.
he's trying to say how a man can identify as a woman. And she says to him, okay, if that's okay, then Rachel Dolezal, we should call her black.
Yeah, she could be
and the gay nigga's like, no, that's different. And she's like,
yeah,
how is that different? She thinks she's black.
Right.
She dressed black. She talked black. She put black hair. She did this. She identifies as black. This man identifies as a woman. If you got to accept one, you got. And the gay nigga was really giving brushback on the white woman pretending to be a black man, but wanted to fight for a man to be a woman.
I've been making that argument a long time, and nobody will listen to me. Again, here's I'm gonna blow your mind on this part. Rachel Dolezal is closer.
Oh, that's how you say your name.
Yeah, okay. It's closer to being a man than she is to being black. So why would you be offended? Like, if you think about it, she's half man. A woman is half a man. Yeah, they clitoris is a little penis that decided not to grow anymore whenever they got the right hormone that turned them into a woman. A lot of people, if you look at a clitoris, it's a little bit.
Yeah, please stop. Don't. Please stop. I'm not going down there now with this newfound information.
I'm telling you,
I'm not using that information that you just tried to give me, Tommy.
Anybody will tell you. Anybody that knows biology, we're born.
I get what you say. No, I get what you're saying. I just don't want that in my
brain. When we're being made, we're all the same.
That's why men have nipples, because all the embryos.
Yeah, that's why we got nipples.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
It is. That's why men have
when that man shoots up the club, them individual seeds is already male or female.
No, the embryo.
It was in the embryo.
Forget the embryo. Forget the embryo. That sperm, man determines the sex.
Yeah, what we're saying is that stuff starts kicking in, not when you're first. When it first
it's in your balls right now is what I'm saying. Your sons and
but I'm saying the hormones that kick in to make it that don't kick in immediately when you're inseminated.
No, what I'm saying is when that sperm is in your balls, it's already male or female. When it shoots in the woman, now it's coming together, but there's nothing that the woman can give to that sperm to make it a woman or a man, a boy or girl, rather. It's already a boy or girl. She's just attaching the necessary parts to develop that. Yeah, that's facts.
I'm
telling you.
I don't know who that nigga
is.
Google it.
Tommy said, "No, nigga, put it up in there."
Google it. Literally, what happens is the hormones start coming late. It doesn't come immediately because it tells you it's the same way how
I think we might be saying two different things. I think we might be saying what you're talking about is the buildup of either a breast or a chest or titties. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah. What I'm talking about is the identification of that child. When that sperm cracks the egg, it's already a boy or a girl. Yes,
I'm telling you, it's not. I promise you, it's not. I want you to go look this up after we get through talking.
No problem.
Look it up. It's not immediately. I am right. That's why, again, you have to look at it this way. The woman provides this thing, and it's just generic. What we do is we put all the bells and whistles on it. But every time it's there, it's just this thing. It's just this thing. So it starts out the same. That's why I'm telling you, if you go look, somebody said send Cap back to school. If you go and
need to go back to school.
If you go and look at a woman's clitoris, it's literally a small dick. That's why girls who are bodybuilders, when they when their clitoris get really big from taking the steroids, it comes out of the hood and you see it. And it shocks a lot of men. When they see a woman with a big clitoris, it shocks them because they were like, what the fuck is that? It looks like a penis. It looks exactly like one. And like he said, we have nipples that serve us no purpose. Why do we have them? Because the body is the same every time it starts. And then it switches when the hormones come in. That's why hermaphrodites are there, because sometimes with a hermaphrodite, it gives too much of the same. Or that's why a lot of women look real manly, because they got too much testosterone. And so they have these things. But we'll get into that other way. We'll talk about that some other time. I want you to look this up.
Yeah, because I was gonna put this link in the chat when it says the
Go ahead.
sperm. Oh yeah, the sperm. I'm just
I
gonna
think
read
you
it.
can share, can't you?
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'll do it.
Oh yeah. I'll put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and I'm gonna just read this here.
Okay.
Help all y'all out. I'm gonna put it in the private chat. Let me put this back here. Boom. It tells you. I think it says here. It says when the embryos are formed, the egg provides all of the female's genetic material, including an X chromosome. The sperm provides the genetic material from the male, including either an X or Y chromosome. Thus, it is the sperm that determines what the sex of the child will be.
I agree.
If the sperm has an X chromosome, the resulting fetus will be a girl. If the sperm carries a Y chromosome, the fetus will be a boy. That's why I think what you and I are saying could really be joined together, because I think you're talking about the development, whereas I'm talking about in our balls.
Initially, yes.
Right. That's why I was saying. So you're talking about development. That's why I was trying to piece it together so people can understand what we're saying. We're not really saying nothing against each other. Tommy is just jumping a step of development. I'm talking about when you having sex and you ejaculate into that woman, that whatever cracks that egg, if it's an X or Y, that's from the sperm. And then from there, then everything begins to develop at that point.
Yes. And I will say, let me see. This is why sometimes people can't have like conversations with other people. Like, I just want to point out something that somebody from Kick said. Damn, Tommy wants to be a woman so bad.
What?
That's what I'm saying. This is what happens when you talk to niggas. Niggas don't allow a conversation to happen. Whether we agree or disagree, we always go to the point of where if you was in front of me, you get your ass whooped.
Right.
That's why y'all on the internet saying the shit y'all say, and y'all just wait on somebody to say something. Like, I had a discussion. I don't know if you saw it. Any of y'all saw it. I had a discussion with these niggas, and they was like, your name ain't Tommy Sotomayor anyway. It's Thomas Harris. I said, okay, what's Dr. Umar Johnson's name? I said, I just kept naming it.
Hey, what's my name?
Right. But they never stopped and said, I asked them what was Jamie Foxx's name. I just kept naming him. But it didn't matter. It was a knock against me.
Had a pseudonym that they were working on the Twitter with. None of them had their real name on that shit.
Shit's amazing, man. Niggas.
And this person said Tommy didn't want to fight Tyreek. No, sir, I didn't want to fight Tyreek.
The Tommy shouldn't have fought him.
I think and then put a laughing face. That's what somebody from one of your pages.
Yeah, that's why I responded. I checked my chat. I mean, I always check my chat like that. I think that was the most bitch made shit ever, where you got Tommy coming to do an interview, and the white man of the interview brings another black man so he can have two niggas fighting, and he thinks Tommy
released the full video years later.
Right.
It don't even matter when you release the full video. Can you imagine if Tommy and Tariq actually fought? The world would be saying a white man got two niggas to fight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tommy was the black man in that incident. Excuse me, in that point, and Tariq was the nigga in that point.
You another person from you said you can tell Tommy's been bullied his whole life. You can tell that. Well, then if I've been bullied my whole life, you know who would have also told it? Somebody who bullied me.
Right.
Through that.
You mean to tell me as big as go ahead.
I was gonna say my girl, your pop said they be hating Tommy. Don't sweat it.
And then because you said that, somebody else from your group says, you see how this works?
Yeah. None of that bothers me, man. I get a kick out of it. I need them. I'm gonna tell you something. I need them. You know what they do? They feed the chat. They feed the live. Sometimes they do that donation. Listen, type away. That's all I wanted to do. Just type away. That's all that matters to me.
They like chum for the Sharks.
Yeah, that's
fantastic. Before we get into the subject, you came right in. So I got to ask you, football weekend, first weekend just passed. Who was your team?
I don't have one. I'm an NBA guy.
Oh, you don't fuck with football like that?
You don't watch football.
College. That's about it. Georgia. And then I don't give a fuck about. I'm from Georgia, so that's why I don't have a football team. Huh?
You don't watch football?
Brother, I just told you I'm 6'5". I'm a hooper. I don't give a fuck about no football.
I'm a hooper.
Lord be with you, brother.
No football. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sick.
no, college. I watch college. I keep up. I track college. I keep up with Georgia, but I don't really care about NFL. I stopped watching NFL when Peyton Manning retired.
Oh, so you was a Manning fan?
Yeah.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. So you're part. So you since you said you watch college, how do you feel about Arch Manning? Good, great, overhyped.
Trash. Get him out of here, man. That's terrible.
That's nepotism at its finest.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That boy did shit to get all that. All that name he got was just because that's his name.
Yep.
And the money. And the money. I think he was top 5 in NIL deals.
Listen, you can put Eli in that category, but he did win 2 Super Bowls.
Right.
Man, that's Tom Brady against Tom Brady. He's the Tom Brady killer. You can't.
That's right. You can't take it away because outside of that, he's trash. But that's my nigga right there. He beat Tom Brady twice.
He tripped and fell on top.
Giants walk around with t-shirts that say 19-1 on it. They don't even care what the Giants records was. They boast that that was the only
that we beat them.
that year.
Remember when Brady laughed when Plaxico said the score could be like 21-17, and Brady laughed at that shit.
Man.
When you watch the video, Brady laughed when he heard Plaxico said that could be the score.
Well, because it was literally that was David versus Goliath, and it was one of those things where when you see, because remember they had beaten them the last game of the season.
The last game of the season. For them to get the undefeated season, they beat the Giants. And I think that probably helped the Giants prepare for when they got in the Super Bowl because they had experience of playing them. So it wasn't like the first time playing them. But I'm gonna tell you that play when the Giants scored, if you ever go back and watch when the Patriots got that ball, Randy Moss had them Giants cooked. If Brady could have put some more air on that ball that he threw, they could have scored that touchdown because Randy had him cooked. If y'all watch after Eli throws the ball to Burress, the Patriots get the ball, Brady throws one bomb, but he underthrew the shit because Moss had him cooked.
Well, I'm about to say it's very easy to underthrow Randy Moss.
Yeah.
I think that they just underestimated New York, man. I think they thought whatever happens, we're gonna beat them.
Right.
Well, they thought they were going to beat anybody. You can't go undefeated like that.
They thought, we can't.
They also didn't have it. They also couldn't cheat. Let's not forget that part.
You have to have. You gotta have that killer instinct.
Biggest cheaters in the NFL, Patriots. Cheated so bad they burned the record.
Killer instinct like Michael Jordan had. Like that.
I ain't gonna let you sit up here and keep talking bad. There's not gonna be any Patriot hate like that. I'm not hating.
That's just the truth. Listen, the information was so damaging they burned the shit.
Listen, I burn a lot of things. Don't mean what you're thinking. My man Uncle Jeff is in the building. Jeff, I gotta ask you.
What's up?
Before we get this thing started.
Yeah.
First week of football, who you with?
I don't give a fiddler's finger about football because I'm on some old blackety black shit, bro. I can't until we own it. Don't nobody want to see 22 slow ass white boys do shit. It should be ours. And
well,
it's hard for me to watch it today.
Then I'll ask you the question then. Mm-hmm. I saw Ohio State beat Grambling 73-0.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Should this happen?
It should if you are going to allow it to happen, but just understand that you have to allow it to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Should we be ashamed of
that? No, the dudes who did it should.
Who did it?
The players, the coaches, everybody.
Yeah, why don't we go to the black college?
What do you mean?
If niggas are the best football players, how could Grambling lose to a white school?
Because they were slipping. Who put their money on? Wait a minute. Are you telling me what you're implying is that perhaps nobody lost a lot of money? That everybody was betting on this white school to beat this black school.
Like there wasn't even a betting line.
No, it's not even a betting line on that.
They want to allow the bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
playing nigga
like
ball.
it's expected that all those white schools, when they play the black school, it's usually like their homecoming game. They'll whoop that school's ass. It's known. So my question would be, how is it that blacks are that good, but somehow the white schools have been able to poach all of our best talent, leaving the black schools sucking?
Oh, that's a very easy question. A lack of unity. It's very simple. It's better at these. They poach them with better opportunities, better schools, better exposure, a better chance of going higher into their professions. Of course, that's why they go. That only makes sense, right?
Because Deion Sanders and Ed Reed both went to coach HBCU schools.
Yeah,
both
right.
complained about the school. Both are using them as stepping stones to get to bigger schools. Deion went to Colorado. Even though he was helping the program, Deion was like, I think it was his first day of school. I know Mr. Fantastic is more like on college, so he may know this. I think it was like his first day when him and his son came on the campus. They were robbed.
Robbed him. Yeah, robbed him, bro.
And they said that the administration, they stealing the money.
Yeah, that was
Deion
had a deal. He had a deal with them for the gate, pretty much. And he's like, "Hey, man, how the hell y'all telling me I'm looking at the stadium? This motherfucker full.
Was it
Ain't
60,000
in history? Ain't never been
was it
full.
like 60,000 or something like that? Yeah, never been done.
And y'all telling me the money ain't right. So niggas don't do niggas right, man. Never. That's the problem. That's why you can't and you won't do it. And then furthermore, it's not just sports, it's college overall. I think only 13% of black people go to HBCUs. Only 13%.
They were stealing the money at Howard.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Hey, Tommy, what was the one that got shut down in Atlanta for? Not Clark. What was the other one? Spell
Morris Brown.
Morris Brown. Yeah, Morris Brown.
They
like,
shut it down?
Yeah, I forgot you. I forgot you from down here, so I was like, "How you know that?" But I forgot you.
Yeah, they had, bro. It was so bad, bro. And like I said, the administration always people fucking the money up. And like you said, it ain't just the money from boosters and from alumni, bro. They getting government money. You get millions upon dollars, and now you can't. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's all because of the way niggas do business, and it's fucked up. It's really horrible, man. It's just terrible.
Look,
say it. It's hard for us to say that. Jeff, like you said, you black and black. So I got to ask you, how does it feel to hear what Mr. Fantastic just said?
It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I agree, dude. I call balls and strikes. That's the other thing.
No,
and that's the other thing. I desperately try to make niggas younger than me say pause because I desperately it fuels me because I know when I speak of something that can be taken the other way, because my manhood wasn't under attack, I don't take it the other way. So it's like watching fat kids run. Anyway,
you addressed it though.
Yes, I did. Absolutely. I addressed it because I felt it needed to be addressed. I don't know. You point made zero. What I'm saying is I call it how I see it. There's a bunch of shit wrong with hotep ass niggas. There's a bunch of shit wrong with old boule funky ass niggas. There's a bunch of shit wrong with lay around don't want to do shit niggas. And I call balls and strikes on both sides, on all those sides. I don't take any side over the other. What you are saying is absolutely tragic and is absolutely true.
God, dog.
He's even taking a step further.
No, go ahead, and then I'm gonna let Cap, because I love to hear Cap say, because he follows pro and college too. So, but go ahead.
I don't follow college like that. No, I don't really follow college like that.
Good, fuck college. I'm with you. They motherfuckers.
Yeah. I like to wait till they get to the NFL. I ain't got time to be following that.
Too much stupid shit going in college. There be niggas wide open in the damn secondary. Hey, who holding this man? The fuck this nigga just open like this? How he get 500 yards rushing? I don't know.
That shit ain't even real.
That's
ain't even real.
That's what's dangerous about college. College ball is so bad. You watch it and go, you know what, nigga, I could do that. No, you can't. No, you can't.
I'm gonna tell you, like football. If you talk about college, you could argue they waste their best years. Like you think about it, because they give the age life for running backs 30. Like when they get in about 29, 30,
2080 old.
Yeah, 28. That means they should be letting them come in at 19 so they can get their best years in the NFL.
You remember Maurice Claret tried to argue that.
Correct. That's how you beat me to it. He sued for that, didn't he? He sued. I think he sued. He had made a lawsuit.
You know what I'm saying? So you could call college football slavery, not even a black type of slavery, but just slavery across college period.
Yeah, they made up for it now that you could do NIL. You get your money now.
Yeah, you can get paid now.
Oh, you can get paid now. Okay.
Yeah, but before then, you were right. They were watching those boys, and look at what happened with Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams got ran to death at Texas.
That's what I'm saying. And then now all that mileage that you running, you know, when they getting 500 yards, 300 yards, that's all running. And then that's why they tied at 28, because they done ran.
And the college is making millions of dollars, and they always say, "Oh, well, you're getting an education." Like the education costs $100,000. You made that in the first quarter on hot dogs in the stadium. Like, real talk.
Real talk.
Ricky Williams
for every play on the team, they made that money back in the first game.
Ricky Williams ain't got shit on Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry been running since motherfucking Pop Warner. This nigga probably got 100.
Henry don't get high. That's the difference.
Listen, only nigga in football history with 1,000,000 miles, nigga, 1,000,000 yards, nigga.
No, he probably right. Like Derrick Henry got a Toyota engine inside of him. Like I don't know how he got them kind of yards and still can run.
That ain't no Toyota engine. That's like a 87.
Oh no, that nigga got what's the 18 wheelers? That nigga got a Mack truck engine. Nigga, got a motherfucking 18 wheeler engine. Nigga.
But the fact that he can put that many miles on it, but other than that, like I don't know if y'all know football history, but Earl Campbell, he was 55 and couldn't walk.
Yep, he can't walk. Couldn't walk.
You see how he ran that football?
I remember when fucking Emmitt Smith, they did a thing on Emmitt Smith. Remember when Emmitt Smith was doing them damn insoles for a little minute? Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how bad his knees is, man. Like literally ground to dust, man. Like that running back shit. Literally, I remember
that's the used up.
Oh yeah. Say what you said again, Brian.
Jerome Bettis had to sell his house and buy a single level.
Walk up the steps.
He couldn't go upstairs. He can't walk upstairs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. Yep. It's literally
he was already big and running that big.
Yeah, bro. Physics wise, it's like a fucking multi-car collision, bro. Literally, they did. I remember if y'all remember the sport they used to have on ESPN, and they showed Ray Lewis. They had Ray Lewis running into some shit. Ray Lewis created the same amount of force as an 18-wheeler fucking truck, bro.
Yeah. And the fucked up part about it is when they retire and get out of the NFL don't give a fuck about them
at all.
They be fighting for like
they
health.
Just started actually giving them like aftercare medical benefits.
They had to, because they made the movie about the CTE shit was real. That CTE story.
Yeah, that CTE shit.
Yeah. And remember the NFL was acting like it wasn't a real thing.
Right, that's how it wasn't a real thing. Yeah, they was trying to avoid that like the plague, that CTE shit. Because then of course they would be liable just from a sympathetic position from the perspective of the people. And so they was trying to avoid that like the plague.
Yeah.
Hell, McMahon, the quarterback for the Bears, this motherfucker can't remember where he's from. Yep. Junior Seau shot himself in the chest.
Dave Durson.
Did he write a letter?
Yes, he told them, look at my brain because something is wrong.
Man, hey, study my brain because it's
Motherfucker, Johnny Unitas had his hand fucked up. He had some old ET shit going on when he was done because he couldn't get his hand fixed. So it was like permanently crippled.
So they're what we call modern day gladiators. If you look at the movie Gladiator, the motherfuckers out there fighting and some of them would die. Yep. And the ones who even lived, they had so many cuts and bruises and shit. How do you even want to live after that? That's what these football players are. So and the fact that their contracts aren't even guaranteed like baseball and basketball.
From game to game.
And these guys, they breaking their backs to try to get analysts and sports talking head positions after because they can't do anything else.
But listen to what Jeff said. They shits is game to game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They can cut him. Michael Vick was the first player in NFL history to sign not one, but two $100 million contracts. He never saw either. He never saw the end of either contract.
Nope. That's why that guaranteed money be the most important part to an NFL contract.
Yeah.
Because whatever's not guaranteed, you'll never see that shit. That should be $100 million contract, 25 million guaranteed. All you're gonna see is that 25. You're not seeing the rest of the 75.
And
Okay.
the crazy part about the big thing was they sued Vic to get the money back. So Vic, I think even his guaranteed money, he had to pay a certain amount of it back. Didn't he, Tommy?
Yeah, they did it to him and they did it to Ricky Williams. Remember when Ricky Williams got caught with that weed and he quit?
Yeah.
They sued for his bonus back and got it.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I love you fellas, but honestly, this sounds like a room full of battered wives talking about getting the shit beat out of them. It really does. We are treated this way because we show up. We are treated this way because they play and y'all watch. Period. What do
And
you
they won't
need?
fight for it.
What do you need to start a league? A ball, some grass, and some niggas. But everybody is under this trance of money. Until this money trance breaks, y'all gonna continue to have these problems until you really understand and stand in.
Hey, we talk about life or we talk about sports? What are we talking about?
Yes. Yes. We are talking about the owner. We are talking about complaining about a sport that we make up 80 to 85% of and cannot live without us. We're talking about something that is fully within our control as a people. Maybe not so much 20 years ago, but now it's just a matter of choice. Niggas choose to play, niggas choose to watch, and niggas choose to complain. And I say this with love, brothers. Real talk. This is not, it baffles the mind. I don't know how we can high hurdle what I'm discussing.
I'm agreeing with you because let me tell you.
Clearest solution.
I'm an old man. Let me tell you what I did. And everybody looked at me like I was crazy. I said, you know what we should do? Wait till you get to the national championship game and nobody show up.
Bruh.
They make billions of dollars off of this shit. And if you don't go play, they would now have to answer to all of their people. I also said Tiger Woods should have started his own league and LeBron James and all of them should have literally started their own, but they won't because the fear of starting your own is something that they've beaten. I don't know what happened. Black men seem like we don't want to start our own. And maybe it's because of the Tulsa, Oklahoma thing. Maybe it's because of what happened in Rosewood. But we'd rather look at what they do. Or if you see what happened in music, every time one of them brothers stepped out on their own, they sent the feds out on them.
Yeah, but
every time them brothers started trying to get distribution, the feds got them.
I skewed with the big three. I don't know why Cass ain't supporting that.
Well, here's my issue with the big three. It's not always sold out to the tune of a dent in the NBA. There is a trance that we are under still that somehow will not be broken until the money trance is. Anytime you bring this up, it pisses niggas off.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. You out your mind. And I ask this question, and I'll get out the way. If the NBA was 85% Armenian, do you think the Chinese would own it? It really is that simple, fellas. And I hate to wet blanket this shit, but whenever I hear these complaints about the NFL and how ain't none of us here rocket scientists, and we can make the NFL better in an hour. Us. How come those things, the money's there, the interest is there? How come these things can't be made? How come it is that you can't, if you have played 2 seasons professionally for the NFL, you should have health care for the rest of your life. You've been in 40 car accidents. How come? Is it that expensive? Now instead of 20 bajillion, you make 19 bajillion and take care of the brothers that play.
But you gotta remember that's American business. You look at what happened with when the banks. Everybody got fired, everybody lost their shit, but yet the heads of those banks still got golden parachutes.
Right.
With bonuses.
And we watched it and did nothing.
Well,
we as American citizens watched it and did nothing.
That's what revolution is about, bro. That's what
I agree.
Pretty. This is revolution is when poor white people figure out that they've been fucked over just a little bit less than niggas. Once then they wake up to this shit. That's really what you're seeing right now.
Jelani said exactly what I said. The devil won't allow you to do it. That's why you point out almost every time you've gotten an opportunity or they see somebody stepping out of line, the NFL is big on that. If it looks like somebody is trying to get a leg up on them, they'll bankrupt them. They'll make it to where they cannot get a stadium. They cannot get they'll make it to where there's certain things that they won't allow to happen. And that's what you have to get over. But again, black folks got to be able to say, yeah, we might start off not making the money we were making in the NFL. But in the years to come, we can get there. That's the hardest sale to tell somebody.
Wow.
Think about it. Tell somebody to leave that. Have you Jeff, you own businesses your whole life. One of the hardest things to do is to tell a nigga leave that job, come work with me, take a loss at the beginning, but
okay. That I think in that respect to co-sign that, it's because as bad as shit is, it's not bad enough.
Ooh.
That's why it was at certain points. Black people didn't. Why do you think excellence came from black people? Because they didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice, but to develop their own businesses, and they were damn good at it.
That's why integration was the worst thing that ever happened to us.
Oh my God, bro!
Worst thing.
Oh my God! Next to the King James version of the Bible, crack and the handgun, nothing has hurt black people worse than integrating. Nothing.
What the King James Bible got to do?
Oh my man, bruh.
Break that part down.
I like to say,
what the handgun got to do about this?
What the handgun?
What the King James Bible got to do with that?
What the handgun? That's hilarious.
He took a personal shot to you and me.
But now I might agree with you on some points, depending on what you mean by it.
By the King James version of the Bible, it has number one. I like to say that you know what the biggest difference is between Black Christians and Marvel Comics fans is Marvel Comics fans don't deny the existence of Stan Lee.
Right.
Black people act like the Council of Nicaea never happened.
That ain't got nothing to do with the King James Bible, though. What you're talking about is outside the King James Bible.
Okay. Well, I'm basically discussing any book that bases the undeniable, irrefutable word of God on the 66 that are represented with that start with in the beginning is the first words, and the last words are Christ Jesus be with you all. Amen. Any of those books in that order that leave out the book of Enoch, that any of those books that the 10 Commandments come from the 42 Confessions of Ma'at,
it does
any
not.
of those books.
Yeah, you kind of in like my lane a little bit. The book of Enoch, the book of Enoch is pseudepigrapha, meaning like there's no author of it.
Right.
The book of Enoch is actually a book that they say is about the book of Enoch. As far as the negative confessions, you don't say shit when you're dead. You have to live the commandments. The negative confession is about what you confess to some dog when you die.
Sure.
So they don't go together.
So what?
I'm sorry.
Okay. If I may ask, then, are you implying that the 10 Commandments have nothing to do? We're not drawn from.
Absolutely.
Those particular. Oh, okay. Well, then that's fair. Okay.
Yeah, that's my position. And a lot of people get that confused because every people has a basic morality. So they're gonna have some things in common. Don't steal, don't kill. That's normal. But like when you read like Leviticus the 18th chapter, and Moses, who was raised up in Egypt as well as the children of Israel, says, "Don't do after the doings of Egypt." That's the end of Egypt. There's no influence from Egypt at that point. So, but back to what you were saying about the King James Bible, I agree with you about the Council of Nicaea in the sense that there's a lot of things that came out of those councils that you will not find in the King James Bible or any other Bible. Sunday worship, Easter bunnies, Jesus' birthday, those things are not contained within the Bible. So I'm not against the Bible, but I am against Christianity, if that helps you understand.
Sure, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Right. I like to say that whatever gets a man to good, I'm down with. Whatever gets you to good, whatever stop you, if it's a bag of donuts that stops you from breaking in my house, from trying to take my wife sexually, whatever that is. But once you tell me that if I don't do it your way, I gotta go to hell, well, now I got a problem with that.
Look, you can't do it your way. You got to do it Yahweh.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Why that?
That was coming.
You like it, Cap. You know you like it, Cap. You know you like it.
I'm cool with it.
Yahweh.
Right. I'm not, because that's not his name. So I'm cool with you making fun of how they say his name, but that ain't his actual name. But that is funny.
Well, I like to say if you can be told what God's name is, you have to believe a man in order to believe what God's name is. You don't have to believe a man in order to believe that God exists.
Don't believe a man in.
What's that?
There's nothing that we don't believe from a man in.
I don't believe that any man can pass me down God's name. I speak to the Creator in honesty.
What's his name?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
You ain't speaking to that nigga then.
Okay. Well then
how you gonna be speaking to a nigga? You talking to yourself.
Okay. Well, generally, there are some who believe that that's exactly what you do when you pray, but that's a whole nother lane.
Right, but if you don't even know who's talking back to you, you can't say you talking to anybody. You talking to yourself.
Well, I can say this, that if I'm not talking to God, I am answering the shit out of my own prayer.
Facts.
Brother, let me tell you something, man. Right. One day, I was in the Water Tower Center in Chicago, in Water Tower Place. I'm taking on a little rides worth the trip.
I'm on my tequila. This ain't train smoke tonight. This ain't train smoke tonight, Tommy.
Come on, man. Get it right. Let me tell you how I talked to myself this one time. I came out of there was this pair of boots I wanted that was fly as shit, and it cost a gang of money. And they had finally been marked down to $375. These boots were fly as shit. And I wanted them, and I had my money, and I was talking to myself, self-God. Okay, self-God, I'm going to put the $375 in this pocket, and I'm going to put my lunch money in this pocket. I'm going to go buy these boots. So I leave the ATM, and I see this homeless woman. And all of a sudden, I'm talking to myself, and I say to myself, give her the money. This is because you're telling me, since I don't know God's name, I'm talking to myself. So I tell myself, give her the money. And myself says back to me, okay, self, I'm going to give her this money in my left pocket. This is my lunch money, and because I'm going to bless her with that. Myself says back to me, no, give her the money. And I say, wait a minute, self. Now, we done talked about this. We done talked about how I put my money aside and I was responsible for it with it. So I deserve to treat myself to this. Give her the money. So I walk up to this woman and I say to her, look, ma'am, I don't normally do this and I don't tell people what to do with their money. But apparently this man in the future told me I'm not talking to God because I don't know God's name. I confess not to know God's name. So I'm talking to me, and me told me to give you this $375. That woman jumped up and started screaming and crying and praising a God that I guess she knows that God because she knew his name and I don't. because she prayed to that God because she needed money to stay in the hotel she was staying in because she had got put out of her house. Do you know how much money she needed to the penny? $375. Now, I talked to me to make me give her that money, according to you. And I'm good with that story because that's how good a weed I smoke.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if anybody knows, but there's a brother by the name of Shannon Sharp, and he blessed a woman with $10 million, and she said the Lord gave her this money, so therefore she ain't got to sell pussy no more. She can. It came right when she needed it.
The Lord delivered her from giving out back shots.
Yes, she didn't have to do it. I mean, she praised God.
Delivered from the back shot demon.
Yeah, she was online praying about it. Yeah, she retired from OnlyFans.
Go praise pretty white Jesus.
She didn't have to get a black baby put on.
God presented himself as an attorney to Shannon Sharp and said, "Give her the money."
Give it up. Just give up all the money. Just give up all the money. All of it.
With your dumb ass.
Not with his dumb ass.
With your dumb ass.
And then Shannon Sharp said to God, "Oh, come on, God."
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, I know we've had a lot of fun. Y'all tickle the shit out of me, but there's a real thing that we need to discuss. And it was what the topic of the show is. It says black women and black men. Who is the biggest sellout? Now, before we even get into the minutia of the whole thing, I'm going to go around the panel and ask everybody what their initial thought of hearing who's the biggest sellout race trader, who's the first to turn on the other. We're going to go around the panel as it is. We're going to start with relationship rehab. You cannot explain this shit to me. Don't give me just you only can pick one of the two, left hand, right hand, black woman, white man. Who's the biggest? I mean, black woman, black man. Who's the biggest sellout?
Black woman.
Pat?
I'll say the black woman.
Mr. Fantastic?
Black woman.
Cap?
Black woman.
Kish?
Black woman.
Jeff?
Black woman.
Lyric? Lyric? You muted.
She unmuting. She got to unmute.
You got to unmute yourself. She's like she's doing something other. Lyric, can you hear me? Lyric, can you hear me? Mo murder me now, dear Miss Lyric.
She's selling the show out right now. She been in real life example, real time.
Right. This is what we get from black women.
That's a hell of a lag.
Don't do this.
Maybe she's on dial-up.
Yeah, don't do the sister light.
This is what we get from black women. Just done came up here.
Yeah, sabotage the show.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
It was gonna be.
I seen a move. I'm with Jeff. I seen a move.
She's frozen. She probably needs to go out.
No, she's not frozen, dude.
No, she was frozen.
I go up and down.
No, she froze.
Hear us. That's crazy work. Hear us.
Yes, you got to guess. Go.
Oh, that's she.
Can you hear us now?
I think so.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
You thought you were being a black woman.
Black woman. The black woman.
We called y'all kind. I gotta ask you. I asked them the question. If you had to choose, who's the bigger sellout race trader? Black women, black men?
I would say the black woman.
All right. Since we have a woman on the panel, I'll let you elaborate. Why would you say this?
I definitely would say the black woman, simply because, number one, because she allowed the government to kick the black man out of the home, and she accepted it while taking the government's money and acting as if she doesn't accept it, and then accepted all the manipulative tactics for that, and then continue to allow him to manipulate while be by his side and act as if he's not manipulating, and then speak as if she is independent while not acknowledging the fact that she is not independent. She is an interdependent being, but rejects that fact wholeheartedly and continues just being manipulative.
I like that. I was finna put a clock on y'all, but I think y'all, what I want to try to do is to match her energy as I go around to y'all. Do the timing like that because I'm going to show y'all some things. And I want to see how our answers either evolve or stay where they are as we continue to go. And I want to hear from Mr. Fantastic because he took his braids out. So therefore, he's going to go next.
Damn. Is that what it's okay?
Hey man, I can't be out here looking rough, man. As soon as they frizz up, I gotta get them out of there, man. But
just don't be between those niggas' knees. Let him do it.
Oh, never stop playing with me. I ain't never been to prison. Ain't. But no, man. Black. I think Lyric brought up a number of the points, but I think the most important when we look at it, Black women have deleted over 25 million, at least 20 million babies. Right? How many possible doctors, lawyers, inventors, just great, wonderful people that we will never get to see and never get to know because I mean, hey, they used that as a form of birth control. So off of that alone, you literally had internal genocide that occurred at the hand of Black women out of convenience of, you know, hey, playing with that little pussy, I guess.
God, dog. Cap.
I don't even know how to follow that one up. That was cool. Like in the Bible, Mark 3:27, it says, "No man enter into a strong man's house unless he first bind up the strong man." And the Black woman is the white man's pit bull that binds up the strong man. From the feminist movement, every time a man goes to stand up, there's a Black woman trying to tear him down and destroy him and say you the white man's bitch. You can't do this. You can't do that. She's our biggest perpetrator. To where even when other women stand with Black men, they're called pick-me's. They're told to sit down. They're told to be quiet. So women even hate other women that support Black men. But Black men would not hate a Black man for supporting a Black woman or a Black man. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Black women, hate Black men that much. So I'll yield right there.
Oh man. Y'all, he had a beige rage up in here tonight.
Shut up, man. Don't bring that shit up in here.
What that was? God, dog. Jeff, as the elder statesman, what do you think about hearing this shit these niggas saying about our queens?
Wow. Well, one, the it's hard to argue. You can not like it, but the issue for me again in this instance becomes that not of bad Black women, but of good Black women. I think good Black women are good Black women's worst enemy. They oftentimes are the core defenders of the very people that we're talking about. They don't do enough to separate themselves from these women. And these are the women that make their life hard. They make it as if we're making their lives hard by being honest about the people who are making their lives hard.
Uh-oh.
I think that is the core issue, is that to get back to the Bible, if we just let Isaiah 4 take effect, bro, the women who are not supposed to be will not be. With this next shit, with the way shit is right now, there is no way to operate outside of the desires of the Most High and survive. There's no way. Or there's not a way that I see. So these unruly sisters that we have issues with, we're going to get to the point where only worthy men can stand. Men that's worth the fuck. A man that can fix a flat, write in cursive, count change, ride a bike without a helmet. A man that's good with his hands or with his mind. that gets with other men, they're going to have their pick of more than one woman that agrees that they can have more than one woman. And everybody else is going to die on the cold prairie, nigga. That is my guess. That's my guess for the future. That's my prediction. And I'd like to have that argued by anybody.
Ooh. Cap would agree with you on that, talking about the idea that these men need to be able to take care of more than one woman.
Yeah. Listen, I got him right now, Unc. I got more than one woman right now. So it's all right.
Okay. Well, as do I, brother, but not from what we got to get away from is this energy that somehow it means just sexually.
No, he married to them.
No, like I'm with women 25 years, 15, 6, like I'm
bruh.
I'm an Israelite. Like you might, I'm an Israelite. Yeah, I'm Captain Tazar. I'm an Israelite. Yeah, so I don't
salute, bro.
Yeah, no salute. Yeah, so I lived that. That's why I put in the chat. This nigga talked about King James and then quoted the Bible. That's why I just
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, me?
Well, here. To keep quoting, with great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben, Spider-Man. Yabba dabba doo. Frederick Flintstone said that. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Snoop Dogg. Oh, don't understand. No, I don't treat the Bible any more serious. I don't take the Bible any more serious than the Marvel Universe, and I don't take Black Christians any more serious than a bowling team. And that they do the same shit bowling teams do. They grow up, they put on the same colors. They meet at a building with music in it, with some activities once a week, and they fuck around and do the same shit everybody else does, right? That's what church is like.
You's a funny nigga, brother.
Hey, I got to shout him out because I always quote the great. I don't know if y'all know who this is. One of the greatest philosophers of our time, Frederick K. Krueger. He always says, "Help yourself, fucker."
Yeah. So yeah, I'll quote the Bible. Shit, why not?
I'm with you on that, and I got to throw it up to my man, Patrick. You got to follow these dudes. They sound like they got some animus, but their animus sounds like it's coming from a good place.
Yeah, that's rough. You look at the result that the white man and so-called white supremacy is trying to accomplish, and every stone you turn over, it seems like the black woman is right there. You know what I'm saying? So they'll try to say, well, he just uses us as a tool, but I've never seen a tool so willing to try to break down.
That's a good ass point right there.
And then try to make it seem though. They said, well, a lot of people want to take away responsibility, and and that shit probably would have worked a long time ago. But like I've said before, like there's too much information out there nowadays. There's too many people. There's a lot of charlatans out there, but there's a lot of people out there spitting a lot of knowledge. We've known for a long time what they want to do, how they do it, every single aspect of every single tactic that they use. We got books out there. The spook who sat by the door. We know what the CIA do. We know what the Rockefellers do. We know so much shit. We know all that shit now. Everybody's so proud to show how much knowledge they have about the system and about how white supremacy and all this kind of stuff is coming down on the black man. So I don't think that we can give them a pass anymore for saying that we don't know, or we're just a tool, we're being bamboozled. We know all that shit now. So the fact that you are right in his corner, wiping off his blood and sweat, and helping him get in there for the next round and complete the fight, you can't say that you don't know anymore. So the fact that they're right there, they're his top cheerleader. They're his top cheerleader. Like I said, they killing off the warrior class. They aborted, what do you say, 25 million? That's probably more than that. But you know, the guy said a lot of the talking points I was probably going to expound on, so I don't have much more to say. But the main takeaway from my statement is that they are too willing to not be the bigger sellout.
Yeah, dog. That's. Go to my man Kish. I'm gonna save my man Brian, my brother, for last. Let me go to my man Kish.
What's going on, people? Yeah, people bringing up feminism. I saw people bringing up Marxism in the chat. You got to remember, our women decided to listen to everybody's influence besides the black man during the 60s. When black men were Black Panthers, Nation of Islam, they were out there cleaning up the community. You had the conscious community. Black men were out there putting their lives on the line to build a better community. Black men were not the way we were today, that are today when we gangbanging and whatever else. Black men were, you would argue, the strongest force during the 60s, especially after Vietnam and what Vietnam was doing. Remember, the NOI was trying to clean up the pimp and the player niggas, all of that shit. But black women still chose to listen to everybody else but black men. And no matter, and I'm going to say this, let me articulate it properly. Black men trying to lead black women today is a burden because you're never enough for them to follow you. I looked up the statistics, how much black men have been earning since COVID. Our average earning income has increased, and they still talking about you niggas as broke. So you can't lead these women nowhere. They don't like you.
You gotta say what you say what?
They don't like you. I did a video earlier about the race loyalty myth that they keep throwing around on these panels. I kept reviewing video after video after video. I wanted ChatGPT to put up the transcripts of a lot of the talk shows and magazines that black women are going on during the 80s and 90s and the 2000s. And boy, what they were saying about black men as an excuse to why they want to date white dudes, and then you look at the videos today, it's the same rehashed talking points that don't apply to black men today. It's the same one. It doesn't even apply to black men today, but they still spew it. So I think at this point, black men got a decision to make. It's either you're going to keep leading this boulder that won't move to your tune, or you got to save yourself.
Damn.
You got to do, black men got to do what's the best interest of your own today.
There's a lot of brothers.
I'm not even saying date out. I'm not saying any of that, but you gotta do what's in your best interest of you today. I'm not even saying SYSBM. That's not my slogan. I'm just saying, if I were to tell black men to have game, right, I would tell you to have game to protect yourself.
What does SYSBM mean?
Save yourself,
black man.
Yeah.
It's just saying you got to do what's best for you.
Your best interest as a black man today.
And that's it goes against
Mr. Fantastic and a lot of other brothers trying to steer niggas away from the street shit. Because doing that is not in your best interest.
Yeah,
a lot of brothers like me. I'm from East New York, Brooklyn. I have to adapt to that to survive that. Even though I'm not at my core, I'm not a street nigga. I like doing nerd stuff. But you tend to have to adapt certain traits, certain alpha traits to survive certain areas. But the reason why I'm sorry to interrupt anybody. The reason why most niggas are being street niggas is because that's what black women open their pussy to reward that type of lifestyle. Right. That's what they reward for doing that. And black men gotta break that influence. They gotta break that.
I want to throw something up that goes with what you said. They love to call us still broke to this day. They'll call a nigga broke out of nowhere. You ain't got no job, you whatever. These statistics right here, and these are just after a while, people stop reporting. So these are not reporting. These are just what's left. Look at the numbers. Who's the most unemployed in the United States?
Black. We think that has something to do with that layoff they had a couple months ago.
It does, and it's counting, and it's rising.
You know what's sad? What about what he said? The save yourself, black man. The way black men move, if we were to do stuff to save ourselves, it would inherently save black women too, because that's how we move. But when they want to save themselves, they do things that only help them.
No, see, I gotta explain why.
Well, hold on, don't go too deep because I got one more left. You got it?
But I got to let him jump on that, and Patrick hit him over the head with something because he's right. If you notice, almost every move black women make is a selfish move. They don't have kids by a guy that will be a good father. They will abort kids because they want to. It won't be a good reason. It'll be because I don't want to mess up my bikini line or whatever. They will date out of their race. They will do things like when I keep pointing out the weave and shit. You're hurting your daughter's self-esteem when you walk around with a blonde wig on and you give her 2 damn plaits on the side. She sees you, she sees the white girls at school, and she does what my daughter did when she was little. She cried, and I said, Alex, what are you crying for? She said, I want hair like the little girl at school. Her name was Chris. I said, your hair is pretty. You're pretty just the way you are. She looked over at her mama in that big old blonde wig and said, her hair ain't like mine. What the fuck could I say to my kid at that point?
Right.
And they refuse to think that they're abusing their daughters by wearing that shit and giving them low self-esteem, and they do so much to try to get that hair that doesn't look like theirs, and then don't think that it sends a wrong message to their daughter.
Me and Cap talked about the girl earlier today. I'm gonna bring that up and play that video about the 13 to the 15-year-old prostitute. But I'm gonna throw it up to my man Brian. Brian, I'd like for you to elaborate on your answer. You've heard what everybody said. These some black women hating niggas in here. They hate their mamas. They got little dicks. They broke. They hate themselves. They don't get no pussy.
You covered the gamut.
Right.
You see this panel? What am I supposed to do with this?
That's
well, just like the hair club for men, I'm not only a member, but I'm also a client. So I'm right in line with these cats. I would say just inherently over just time, women have always been drawn to power naturally. But the problem was that, especially like from the slavery perspective, they were drawn to the white man being in power because that was the way the system was. That was the structure. And once slavery ended, then it was a thing of saying that women got enticed with the opportunity to get power. So when that opportunity came along, they still went for themselves and went after that power and bought into the feminist movement, hook, line, and sinker. And the government aiding them in that hook, line, and sinker, to where not only will we give you the illusion of power, but we're also going to make it to where you'll be now over this group of people, black men, to where they're not subservient to you. You don't need no black man. You don't need no man. You can do this all on your own. And they bought into that. And that made them lose value in black men, period. Because they figured they can't do nothing for me. I'm getting money from the government. I'm making my own decisions. Problem is that they're bad decision makers inherently. And because of that, they've led us down this path to where we are, where we're at today, to where we literally, for the most part, and you said this for years, Tommy, we act like we don't even like each other. It's all a thing of just using each other for this. Either I'm trying to get over on you, I'm just gonna fuck you, or fuck you over, or I'm gonna fight you, or maybe all three. But that's where we are today, and it's just put us in such a degenerative state to where we just literally have, over the past 40 or 50 years, we've just literally learned how to function within the dysfunction of our dynamic of how black men and black women interact with each
other. Can I ask something? I think you give women a little bit too much credit when you say they respect power. Women just simple. That's it.
Well,
like, I mean, the women in general, before I even highlight just black women specifically, women are just simple at the base level. They're not at the level of men. They're not logical. They think more with their feelings. We think more logical. So there was a time where black women would actually be with the black man. But what you said that was correct. The white man comes and then he says, okay, I'm going to give this woman the illusion of power. and that illusion was more enticing to her. So now we gotta look at how was it delivered. You would have Gloria Steinem, the bitch that wrote "I'm Not Your Superwoman." I forget this bitch's name. So now Gloria Steinem, right? Yeah, exactly. Like when you want to destroy your people, the best way for black people to be destroyed went to their woman. Why did they go to the woman? Because the woman controls the children too.
Yep.
What I mean by control the children, because we're in this system, they start telling that woman, you don't need your husband. We will provide you this. And the woman chose this. Now, that's why I said, like, at the surface level, it's like a respect of power. But what power did they really want? And what's revealed is they chose to have dominance over a man instead of siding with that man. You want to say something, Mr. Fantastic?
No, I'm a great Cap. I'll just stand upon what you're saying, Cap. Exactly. So what they use, and it's an important thing we gotta understand here, and they lie and say this didn't happen. This was available to all women, white, black, Hispanic, and there's actually a documentary on I covered this like a couple weeks ago on YouTube. I just came across, and they literally had this thing as to where the women, like you said, Cap, you had the opportunity to use it for a time, right? As the white women did, Hispanic women did, and come back to the man. But they said no, because I want fucking complete and total control over the future mentality of the entire race.
Right.
This is why we have a huge fucking issue and problem. There's no respect for the man. There's no respect for the father. No, what does that do? No respect for order, discipline, hierarchy, structure, all of those things. So that's why we got all this chaotic shit here and now. But then you were, the man, y'all need to mentor these kids. Y'all need to help raise these kids. Bitch, no.
The same niggas that they want black men to come back to the community and bring their resources, they call them lame or square. You had Shannon Sharder talking shit about Russell Wilson or the types like Russell Wilson, and he looked at him and said he's not like us. He's not a nigga. I would fuck with him like that. So why should niggas like a Furious Styles for a better representation? Because if Furious Styles was Ricky and Doughboy's father, they would still be alive.
Oh, I got to throw one at you. I hate to do it. What's the difference between Future and Russell Wilson? Future's got more respect amongst black men and women than Russell Wilson does, and Russell Wilson did what women claim they want, which is take care of a woman and her kids. They still would rather fuck Future though. They will fuck Future before they fuck Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And the only reason why they calling Russell Wilson a square is because that's what black women said is a square or lame or whatever. Like I said earlier, black men follow or become what black women reward with their bodies.
Yeah, but they will lie and say we like Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But then they won't reward that same thing they claim.
You know when black women like Russell Wilson when they finish their whole phase.
Yes.
Jeff done amen.
But Tommy,
let's give Lyric a voice.
But Tommy, I think it's more so along the lines of what Captain
Tazariak, yeah.
Captain Tazariak.
You can call him Captain Morgan for short.
No, hell no.
I said I think it's more along the lines of what he was saying, because and if I'm gonna sum it up of what you were saying like this, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, because I know you will. Problem. When I was listening to him talk, to me it was no different than Eve being tricked by the snake. And so when the snake came to her and tricked her, and knowing that she would go back to her husband and like, oh, eat this fruit, and then everything went wrong. It's no different than what the enticement that the government did to the black woman, and then she went back to the man and everything exploded, and then he's like, oh, look, now you're on top. And she's not on top of anything though, and it's no different than what I was saying in the beginning, and he just exploded that and just like put the cherry on it. And so And now here we are, and now it's a big mess. Meanwhile, other women is like, I need that man to plow the yard for me, so I'm not giving him up. I don't want that. I need him. And meanwhile, we're just like, oh, I don't need him. And it's like, yes, we do. We're at the bottom. You definitely need him. So and the reason why, to answer your question, sorry, I strayed away. To answer your question, they're in love with defiance. They're chasing after defiance. So the reason why they don't look at Russell, the reason why they'll still mess with Future and adore him is because they're tantalized by defiance, and Future holds a bundle of defiance.
You know what? And you know what happened after Adam listened to Eve? Their sons killed each other. Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel,
You see death, you see murder, you see all that. You see our life is hard.
Yes,
Look
because
at
they came to know sin, and that was all
exactly.
that was all that was wanted. And I mean, the breakdown of that definition of knowing was to intimately become intertwined with. It wasn't
Right.
to understand knowledge, it was
And
to intimately come intertwined with. And so sin erupted.
right. And
But I
then
want
when
y'all
we
to understand. I want y'all to understand that dynamic of what y'all talk about. Every time people talk about Adam and Eve dynamic, I keep saying to them, y'all missed the boat on this part. The woman was able to be beguiled by a new dick. Literally, that snake is a dick. It's a phallus, and that phallus came, and she didn't know that motherfucker at all. But new dick got her to disobey her man and God. Guess what got the man to disobey God? His love for his woman.
Yep.
Look at their motivations in that same part. He disobeyed his maker for his love for his mate. She disobeyed her maker and her mate for just a new dick. She didn't know this dick.
Soldier Slim was right.
And I always like to bring up that she was tricked with something she already had, a bunch of something that she already had. Because when the enemy came to her and was like, oh, you'll have knowledge. Eve, you already had it. She wasn't unknowing, and she already had. She was just tricked with things she
the
already.
idea, the idea that she could be over her man, and that's the battle that black women have to fight. They have to fight to not be over their man and then be okay. They don't have that type of contentment within them spiritually to say, okay, it's cool if my man rules over me. It's cool if my man leads and guides me. But if another man comes and says, I can give you this opportunity, you'll be the breadwinner, you'll be the one in charge. That's more enticing to her. I always use the example, like no matter, like, white. I'm gonna use white women in this rare example. As
I'm
male,
tired of you using white women. You need to stop using them. Treat them better.
That's why he said
I will
rare,
only talk
rare
about
for
them.
him. Let him
Yeah, I
go.
only talk about them. I won't use. But anyway, like as male chauvinistic as Trump is, they had no problem voting for Trump, even though they seduced the world to think that they wasn't gonna vote for Trump. They chose protection over him being a male chauvinist. Black women just say, fuck it, I don't want no protection from nothing because I want to be that free. I want to
This is what I was saying.
Well, hold on 1 second. I do want to because Jeff had he been champing at the bit on this one because it seemed like y'all hit it. I gotta let you go where you were going. Jeff.
Oh, well, I haven't heard anything I disagree with so far, in other than to let's not forget that the black woman was the first house nigga. By default. That there is a control that was given to her by force that basically said, if you don't want me to tear your son apart with 2 horses, like I just did here, you'll get him in line. And from that day, control has been diminished and relinquished from black man to black woman. But the place we going, brothers, the place we on the surface, the face, the gates we at, which, by the way, Brother Patrick, I like your wall art very much. The place that we at, a lot of these problems gonna take care of themselves. There's not gonna be a way around these women not perishing, because it's gonna be dangerous to even fuck with them. To even think about where we at. Think about how hard it is to keep honest people honest right now. You think shit's about to get better in the next year? Just watch. How are you going to keep anything in order with disorderly women? You're not going to have to. They're going to seal their own fates. They're going to be with the niggas they raised, who are the niggas that they complain about. These can't fix a flat ass, don't know north from south ass, can't ride a bike without a helmet, can't write in cursive, can't count change. We had a name for them people when I was little. We called them retarded. These are the men that they are going to have to try to fend with, and they all are going to be ass out in the cold prairie, bro. That is my prediction.
Ooh. Oh, we got to take a breath. We got to take a breath. I know my man Kish wanted to speak on it, so I'm going to give you the last word before I show y'all something that either make y'all smile or make y'all mad. Go ahead, Kish. You get the last word.
I want to add on to what Mr. Fantastic and Cap was saying earlier. You got to remember, when black women are given the opportunity with DEI during the 2000s, when the NAFTA agreement came out and a lot of black men got shut out of the industry jobs that they were making money off of, black women never said, they just play Robin Hood and bring some of that money they were getting from corporate America to black men who knew what they were doing so they could create business in their own community. Instead, they got those jobs, got those degrees, and threw it in black men's face like, we better than you niggas.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was crazy to listen to them for years. Again, I grew up watching Donahue, Ricky Lake, and Oprah, and all of them. And all they did,
from Tommy.
Yeah, all they did was tell the whole white world that they were better than black men and they were above black men. They couldn't find good black men. They told them that the majority of black men were gay, in jail, on drugs, and uneducated. And they sat right in the white man's chair and said all this shit. And no one said a word to her, and she said this every damn week.
And you gotta look at too, like when you go like the meat that like that Color Purple, for example. I've never seen The Color Purple from beginning to end. I only seen bits and pieces. Excuse me, bits and pieces. But you gotta
God bless you.
Like the color Purple just crucified niggas.
Yes.
Crucified. If you think about all of our music, black music was the only music where the woman was freeing herself from her man. I'm independent. I don't need a man. No romance without finance. All of that shit was black women being freed. So like that's why I like when relationship was saying like the white man come along and he give black woman the tools to convince her she don't need a man. She need him to get fucked, but she don't need him to obey. She don't need him to uplift. She don't need him to take care of the kids. And then you remove that man out the house and you wonder why we got all these sissies today. Because you take that man out of the house. And children don't respect mothers. You're like mothers. I'm sorry, mothers, y'all are great. You're nurturers, but you will never get to the respect of your kids because you're not authoritative. There's nothing that you say. You can yell as loud as you want. My mother beat me with a switch, a belt, extension cord. None of that shit worked. She go get my father. My father was a dope fiend, and that nigga could just talk, and I would obey. Because there's something in a man, there's something in a father that brings out, I got to listen to him. As opposed to a woman, you could be the best mother on the planet. You still ain't gonna be able to do shit.
We don't have a dominance. There's a certain dominance that males will always have. I don't care how orderly I am. I don't care how structured I am. I don't care what I do. I can post rules all day. The whole time I was raising, my children, they're all grown now. The whole time I was raising my children, as I feel like I was orderly. I feel like, you know, whatever I said, as soon as my husband said it, it was completely different. And I didn't get upset about it, but I understood it. And it was the same thing with my mom.
Right.
My mom could say things, but when my father said it, it was different. Even when I was grown, my mom said one thing, but when my father said it, it was different. I think that that's how it should be. But a lot
You
of
can make
women,
it simple when you look in the wild, in the jungle.
Animal Kingdom.
If you've ever heard a lion roar, it's
Right.
slow, it's
Mhm.
low, and everybody know it's time to go.
It's yeah.
That's it. Real
That
talk.
lion get up every morning and roar every morning, knowing there's other lions out there that can come fight him. You don't care.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's slow, it's low, and everybody knows it's time to go.
Right.
When you hear
But
that,
that's
it's like
what
there's no question.
Yes.
Well,
And the thing people fail to realize is that, and what women fail to realize, and men, that is by design.
Absolutely.
It's like that for a reason and for a purpose. There's no point in us all being the same and carrying the same type of tool set.
Right.
We have to be in alignment so that it actually works. But if you don't believe that that's how it's supposed to be, and don't understand that, yes, you can rest and rest in your power in who you are and playing your role. That's how you win, as opposed to trying to be what someone else is. I can't go and say, well, I want to do the same thing this person is doing, and that's not where my gift is. That's not where my skill set is. And when you get out of that, you may be able to do it to a small degree, but you're not going to be proficient in it. That's why, and it's like I see it every day in my household. I know my role, and like I tell people all the time, I'm a thermostat. I set the temperature in my house. I can hear a bunch of yelling and shit going on right now, and I can go and I know what my role is. My role ain't to start yelling and all that shit. What my role is to say,
That's it.
what's going on? And everybody 10 what?
Right.
What happened? What happened?
It'd be like this. It'd be like that. Record scratch.
Everybody. Yeah, exactly. It's like you stop the music. Stop this shit. What's going on? And
Well, I can tell y'all, I seen both these niggas do it.
yeah, when I got this going on,
And yeah, I seen both of them say, "Hey,
Okay,
hey, that's all that is. And sometimes, y'all can tell, sometimes you ain't got to be in it. I'm upstairs, and I hear some shit going on. Hey, that's it.
I think and Brian, there is nothing that you ever say that I disagree with. So funny. Just absolutely true. I think the biggest problem, especially that what happens when we trail it back all the way, what you guys were talking about before, even all the way to Eve, it always starts, with me, myself, and I. And I think a lot of the women nowadays, their problems with listening, and you guys say them wanting of this power, it's always me, myself, and I. If you think about things, and if you understand that, for me, I always like to think that, as women, I think that we are built and structured to, live a life of servitude. I know that's going to sound odd for a lot of women, and I'm probably going to be like
That's dope.
this, but we are, built to live a life of servitude, because we serve our men, we serve our children, and we serve our community, and that's just how we're structured. And so when Brian says, he can lean back and just be like, hey, what's going on, it's a humbling echo. So it's like a humbling call. So it's like, what's going on. And so I just would say that a lot of the crumblings and a lot of the happenstance that happens is because of this, this bad self attitude that has come along, of me, myself, and I. And I think that's why a lot of, sin has taken place, because of me, myself, and I. And with that being said, unfortunately, I know this panel is about to be great, but I have to go. And Tommy, I thank you so much for having me. And
thank you for coming through."
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Okay, my man, Mr. Fantastic sent me something, so I'm gonna start with him. But I'm gonna show something before I show you that. So I'm gonna get your opinion and everybody else's opinion on these one of two things. I'm gonna show you guys this one thing,
Take a look.
Is she playing with white woman's head?
Hey! For those who didn't see it, let's take a look at it again.
Clean and glow.
It's not one, it's a couple of them.
Power shine. Save what
She's a coon.
Number
She's
one.
a sellout. She's a coon.
One of the reasons why I say black women are big. I grew up in school and I used to watch black women have a white friend and play in her fucking hair. Brush her fucking hair in school. Used to watch it. Now they stick on another bitch hair and they'll sit there and play in it and do all kinds of stuff with hair that doesn't look native to theirs. But let me take a look at this as well.
The white boyfriend effect hits your black girlfriend.
Yeah, I remember this. Oh. This is the squarest looking white boy. Wow.
This shit is fucking crazy.
Wow. What did I say earlier? Trying to lead black women is like leading a boulder. How many times black men have said we want a black woman that's natural like that?
I'm gonna have to push back right here. What most black men seem to want is to somehow, instead of wanting the creature that is supposed to be next to you, you all seem to want to tame hyenas. Instead of letting these hyenas be the hyenas they are. Y'all got to let this be the best news in the fucking world. There are too many of there's too many of them. Can we start looking at black women honestly by the fact that there's just by math too many of them? When we start to look at it that way, the unruly scallywags fall off by default. All these broads that don't do and won't say and won't go, fine. Yeah. Unless you're willing to say that there are no good black women in America at all. That's the conversation. If there are zero left.
What I pointed out is the reason I showed it is because we're asking who's the biggest sellouts. So we can discard them, but we also have to deal with the psychopathy of there are a bunch of women who believe she did that video because she knows there's a lot of women who believe that to get a white man, you straighten up. To get a white man, you do what's right. You ever notice when you see a black woman with a white man, she typically talks like this. You don't see no nigga just because he with a white woman, he talk like that. You got niggas still talking like niggas. That's how they were raised.
Like Sha'Carri.
Yes. Like you watch this and you say, why is it that Eve thought the tattoos weren't a good idea when she got a white man? But she thought they were fine. She was fine with them when she was with black men. If this continues, what happens is black women will then start to figure out, it's like the man who's able to not work and cheat on his woman and she's still there. Guess what he learned? He doesn't have to do it for her. But if a new woman comes in, he still understands, I can't meet that woman and act like that. He knows you'll put up with it. Well, a lot of black men have shown black women will put up with the strong sister girl. But I want Mr. Fantastic because you sent me the second one. And I wanted you to see the first one. And I got a lot more to show. But I want to hear what you got to say and why you sent it.
Yeah, because it was to the topic where we were talking about the whole sellout aspect. And then, of course, how if a white man does something, it's okay, right? And we've seen, unfortunately, a lot of these stories of where these girls are losing their lives, running to the white man, right? but yet and still they always talk about this one too, right? And then Tommy, I think you responded to this one. It was some girl she went on this whole hate man diatribe, and her ass got unalived, and I think she ended up in pieces somewhere. And her mom came out and she was like, but it was like, well, what do you expect us to do, right? Because I mean, how are we supposed to protect somebody that said they literally hate us and wish we were, bullet bags and all that crazy shit? Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's just sad that and like I said, Tom, you said this shit, like the whole weave thing. You was one of the originators of the movement. We need our shit. We need our weave, right? I don't wear it, but we need it. Yeah, and like you said, man, I don't think I know for a fact Black people do not understand psychology whatsoever, and they don't understand that now Black women literally feel like they need, to assimilate the white woman in all these different things until she gets with the white man. Then she's willing to go back to her Blackness. So that's the whole essence of this thing, man. And it's quite because it was a girl last year where brothers complimented her and she said, fuck you niggas. She put a wig back on, huh? She put a wig back in.
God dog. Did y'all see the black woman melted, went viral because Tom Brady told a black woman he liked her hair?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady just telling a black woman he liked her natural hair went viral. But me and Cap tell him we like y'all natural hair. And they tell us, nigga, I know y'all ain't women. Why y'all worry about what women do with their hair? Like, what? Wait, what? I don't understand this. But here's one I really want y'all to see, because check this one out.
Oh, the white boys are up officially. I'm obsessed with Nicolandria, and at this point, I want to replicate it. So, yeah. Whatever that means.
Kelsey proposing to Taylor Swift is a prime example of how Black women are constantly overlooked when it comes to commitment, longevity, proposals, weddings, and these men choosing us. Prior to Taylor Swift, Kelsey dated Kayla, who was a Black woman for over 6 years. And that wasn't enough time for him to realize he wanted to be with her, to build a legacy, to propose, to commit. But 2 years was enough. Now, somebody might argue me and say, well, maybe Taylor Swift was more his type. Maybe that may be true. But how is a girl not your type if you're with her for 6 years? Because if you ever been to a college graduation and you see the graduates, have you ever seen the young white women and how they have their rings already? 23, 24-year-old women already proposed to because there's a plan. They have a plan in life that they know that they have to get married, start family, start legacy, and build up from there. When it comes to Black women, they just want to make us baby mamas and leave us, and they just want to never commit fully and not treat us the same as far as being chosen like other races. And the fact that women are really not in control of proposing, we're waiting for these men to give us what we deserve, but it just never comes. Therefore, we then have to leave. Therefore, that we create a broken family, a broken household, and it continues and continues until Black men start choosing us like other races choose their people, their women. Until Black men start choosing us, the narrative is never going to stop. The broken family dynamic is never going to stop, or Black women have to be chosen by other men, and that's not always a given either.
Can I go in
real?
Jeff, you was protecting them.
Yep.
I know what you're saying. We didn't leave
who? You protected that hyena in our clan.
What hyena?
Protecting them.
You was the hyena protector.
Yeah, you were protecting them.
Okay. I resent that, gentlemen. Okay. The last thing I will ever run is Uncle Jeff's Rest Haven for hyenas. I can't stand them.
What did you think about what you just heard? This woman blamed us for Travis Kelce not marrying a Black woman.
No.
Oh, my bad.
Brother, do you see her coming into the light? She's exactly right. She's right.
She was answering her own damn question.
Come on. At the end of it, she said, I didn't give a fuck about that butterflies and Easter grass at the front. At the end, she says, if black men don't choose us, this will never stop. And sister, you are goddamn right about that. We are not taking, I am so proud of young brothers. They are not, they saw what your mama and your auntie did to their daddy and their uncles, and they are not taking this shit. They're not having it. They're weighing this shit. You are asking the same group of dudes that either you did it or that either some black woman did it to them or they watched a black woman do it to one of their friends. You ain't shit because your daddy ain't shit. That's who raised this group of dudes that's going, no, you trying to talk me into contractually obligating myself to 50% of my shit according to the whims that you rolling with? No. And I'm proud of them. And they are doing exactly what she is saying they are doing. And here's the problem. No one cares. Black women are in this position that they have very many valid points about black men and about black life and about what's wrong with their lives that no one gives a fuck about. No one gives a fuck that you're right because of how you deal with the scallywags among you. No one gives a shit that you're right.
You know, it's crazy you say that because as I'm listening to you talk, that last point you made kind of hit it home. Like they'll say all these things and then they go choose the same nigga they talk about is the problem. I remember this black bitch on YouTube. I ain't gonna say her name. But
black bitch is good. Black bitch is good.
Okay, yeah, this black bitch on YouTube. She used to call niggas defeated, said we was trash, classless to the white man and got pregnant by the same Pookie and Ray Ray she was talking about.
Oh yeah,
are you talking about Cyborg G?
Yeah, the nigga in the wig. Yeah, you talking about the nigga in the wig.
Fantastic. I think he's talking about synthetic. I think synthetic.
In the wig. Exactly what I'm talking about.
I am because
that Darth Vader helmet you wear.
Women think they're intelligent and you're not. The average nigga can have you, and that's all that shows. The average, if a man is determined, he can be the same Pookie and Ray Ray, and he'll get that woman that's talking about you black men are defeated, and then he'll come spit in the air, and he fucking her and then impregnating her because she's not a threat. Because what that woman was saying, to her credit, yeah, the black unit as a whole is destroyed. The problem is many black men have been trying to fix her for decades.
Come on.
Yes.
And she's the biggest opponent to us. Had she given, you know what you don't hear? You don't hear a lot of black fathers trashing a black mother, even if that black mother is a piece of shit. Let's say if that black father is the one taking care of that kid, the black mother could be a crackhead. She could be out there wilding in the whole nine. You don't see a black father trashing her.
Not on, you see this on Mother's Day? And I'm going to say this just parenthetically, brother. Keep going.
Yeah.
On Mother's Day, are there any brothers you see going that only that take care of I'm the daddy and the mom?
I'm the daddy and the mom.
You don't see that. But a black mother can have a father that's doing for the kids. And because they're not together, will belittle him. I ain't even going to use the example of a father that's not there. Prime example, that simple bitch, what's the simple bitch that was a Muslim
Renner.
for like 90 days?
Renner.
Brittany Renner.
Yeah.
Her mother and her filmed that brother coming to get me. You know what she said that stood out? This is every week. You know what that means?
He was there every week.
Yeah, every week.
Every single week. So it ain't even about a deadbeat. It ain't even about a deadbeat dad. Just being a dad, you're an enemy to the black woman.
I think
the thing too is that women have this problem to where it's not about them wanting men to be fathers. That's not it. They want to have power over those.
Yeah,
men.
you gotta
they
bow
want to control
down.
them. Yes,
Right.
I want to sit back like I'm the fucking puppet master, and I want your ass showing up like fucking Pinocchio. And oh, you want me to take the cane? Okay, I'll take them, and I'll do this for you, whatever you want.
But hold on,
okay, these are gentlemen, if I may. These are logs on the complaint fire.
No.
This is a this is a great.
Well, let me finish my point. So what I'm saying is that the problem in that is when you have that type of dynamic, there is no possibility to overcome or to when women are thinking in that type of mindset and that has become the culture. How do you repair that if that's what they all want to do? The whole idea and concept of child support and things like that, that shit is all a control tactic to have power over said man, whether she got one baby daddy or 8. That's it. It's all about a power grab. And there's no way to overcome that in order for you to have a family, because men, all we care about is our legacy. We're not concerned about running her and controlling her and watching what she do. If we ain't together, we ain't together. But I want my legacy. I want to raise my son and my daughter. I want to raise my seed. And they don't want that because they want power over you. I want to control you, and I want to use this kid to do it. And if you ain't with that, you are my fucking enemy. Because everything that Brittany Renner said, it wasn't shit about trying to let him be a father. It was all about her. And I guarantee you that shit boils down to he didn't do something that she wanted him to do or thought he should.
Yeah.
And it's not even like it was an afterthought. That's the reason why she had the baby in the first place, because she wanted to control him.
Why is my son crying every time I pick him up? Because you're fucking poisoning him against me because I'm not doing what you want me to do. She should be ecstatic that her son's getting ready to go with his father. She should be gassing him up that he's about to go be with his dad. But no, she's not doing that. She's going to be the complete opposite because she wants to use that power of that child to hate his father, and she wants to be the gatekeeper on if he wants to be with him or not.
So what should a man do? I'm going to ask you, Jeff. I know you call it complaint. So
I'm itching to answer that question.
Go ahead.
Number one, the man who is standing in her door has the money to fill a small school bus with lawyers. And now he's going to have to. Instead, he should never, ever have been the one to pick up his baby. A car should have been sent to pick up his baby. And any decent lawyer would have set that up. He's a king moving like a commoner. If he needs to move like a commoner, take her mama, and all that funky energy, smooth out the equation. We meet in the parking lot of the local police department with a desk sergeant present or an officer on duty present while we exchange this child. That's the commoner way. Either way, she has been proven unruly. And what you trying to do by being in her face, whether you got $1 or 50 million of them like this dude, is control this hyena. Put this hyena in a fucking cage. Put the law on her so when she is out of pocket, she is now not out of pocket with you. She's out of pocket with the court. That's what works. If anything is going to work here. And document everything. That's what works here.
I say FTK because it's like the time and
damn, you say FTK?
Oh, okay.
Because
kid.
I don't all the way disagree with you.
Trying to battle that, you're fighting a battle unless that woman is a fucking crackhead and you have footage of her smoking crack. That is the only way you have even a leg to stand on to take her in front of a judge to say, hey man, she's poisoning my kid against the judge. How can you prove that? You can have the best of lawyers and you're going back and forth with that, but at the end of the day, she's poisoning your seed.
I'm gonna tell
you, poisoning your seed.
Okay,
because you know the lesson you teaching. You teaching your son to bow down to women. if you did all of that shit that you said, you teaching your son. If that son knows that his father did everything like that, in your mind, you think that the son is gonna say, "Man, my son really, my dad really loved me. He went through all of that." No, that's not what the kid's gonna think. The kid's gonna think, this is what I have to do no matter what my woman does to me. I bow down.
Know my mama run my daddy.
Wait a minute. If you do what now?
If you bow down to her, I wouldn't do none of that.
You wouldn't do none of what?
No, I wouldn't. What you just said.
Which one of us?
You got your child. Yeah,
I'm not clear what you're saying.
He's saying when you explain all that, go to the police station.
Go to the police station. You got your son. You got your kid in the war zone now. That motherfucker in the whole.
Well, then I'm gonna have to. If I could, I'd like to respond to that. There are 5 people who would say that you are absolutely unequivocally wrong about that, brother, and those would be the 5 people that I call my children. That I absolutely have walked exactly what I'm telling you. I have utterly failed in certain areas dealing with the law and with these women and with kids. I am telling you that this very path you're talking about, I have had my children come back to me and say, you were right. I never did. Everything I learned out of your house. She didn't do nothing but keep us alive. And I'm thankful that you fought for me, because if you didn't, I don't know where we would be. I've had that conversation with 2 or 5 of my children. So I'm going to say that you're wrong about that, brother.
Yeah, Lord be with you with that anecdotal experience.
Thank you.
I would say those experiences that you had, Jeff, with the multitude of men, those are lottery numbers, bro. That's
I don't deny that, bro. Yeah, I don't deny that.
So what I'm saying is the time and energy that you would spend doing that, and this is why I said FTK, is that it's about the choice that you make, and you got to take responsibility for all of that. And yes, you may have to live with a kid that's out there that's your seed that wasn't raised right. But you should take that time and that energy into building a family the proper way and with the right woman, so that you can produce more seeds that are going to be the right way.
Right. Because what you talk about something that we survived. What we're talking about is not having to survive. Like the experience you're talking about is your kids survived that. But why are we the ones that have to survive that? Right. I don't want to use your personal experience, because that means that you chose fucked up.
Absolutely. Oh, brother, are you kidding me? That's the only place I teach from.
No. I do.
Are you serious?
No. I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing, but a lot of people can't hear that.
No, he's agreeing with you.
Bro, I'm trying to please let me slow you down if I may, bro. The first place I come from with young bucks is, I guarantee you, ain't none of y'all fucked up as bad as me. I bet you ain't fucked up as much money, opportunity, freedom. I bet you haven't. I'll stack my fuck ups against anybody younger than me. This is why I can say my advice to young men is, first off, family don't have nothing to do with you. That's why it's being destroyed. The black man was never in charge of any family. We are tribal. We on some different shit. You are supposed to be the head of your household different than this family shit. The Bible tells you that a friend sticks closer than a brother because you pick your friends. You didn't pick your brother. Your parents didn't even pick your brother. They rolled some genetic dice and that nigga popped out. This is why the family is breaking down now, because you got some no good, shiftless motherfuckers in your family that are not going to make it. And you got some dudes you don't know that's about to be your tribe. Family don't have nothing to do with you. That's some European concept to make this shit work. That's failing shit in the shortest hand I can throw it. This next shit ain't that. This next shit is on this. Dear black women, If you want a black man in the future, you're going to share him. That's what the math says. Not what the Bible says, which, by the way, says that. That's what the math says.
They're sharing them now.
Bruh. No, I'm talking. Thank you.
It sure is. I try to tell them all the time.
They just
lying.
If 5 of you bitches share baby daddy, you sharing the same nigga. If
I'm
you
not, no.
over this nigga,
not the same thing. Apples and bowling balls.
No. What I'm trying to say is they claim what they won't do, but then they walk out and do it. It's just like what they were saying about the type of men they claim they don't want, and then they walk out and do it.
Again, apples and bowling balls. It's about to be like this. 4 of y'all gonna say, Mark is my man and be good with it, or you gonna die in the cold prairie, nigga. That's how it's finna be. Like that. I ain't talking about you, by the way, Sharon. No, on Wednesday, Mark is with Tracy, and I'm cool with that. That's what it's finna be.
No, I understand that. I was just pointing out that where they are now, they claim things that they won't do when they're actually doing
doing it.
Yeah,
and what was the damn the T app proved that shit, Tommy? The T app proved that shit. The same this niggas. One nigga done ran through 30 motherfucking women in the same thing, and they all got something to say. So it's crazy, right?
When you look at
but they won't.
I want to let Fantastic go because he been wanting to say something earlier, and people been seeing. They said he got a face. He want to say something. He put the church hand up. He put the church hand up.
Yeah. I just, you know what I mean? The conversation evolved. I just take it back to this. And it was what Cap said when we start talking about the children in the Western. I don't think people understand that the women literally replaced the man with the child. The child became a provider of a place to stay, food. You know what I mean? All of those things, right? Hell, this is why we started finding out when he did the research. You send the kids, and these mothers were complicit, bro. They didn't care, putting these kids on all these fucking drugs, Adderall, and these. And
Ritalin.
Ritalin, yeah. Because now she don't just get child support; she get actual cash from SSI, right? Because he has you know what I'm saying. So again, man, and again, the information that we can use and factually bring. We joke about it. Oh, you niggas coons. You niggas hate black women. And so on. No, bro. The sad part about this is niggas are really not seeing it. But I'll say slowly but surely. What was the damn movie with Sandra Bullock where everybody was?
I hate that fucking movie.
Bird Box. You remember the white boy?
Oh, Bird Box.
Yeah.
We are out here forcing niggas' eyes open, man, and more, slowly but surely, are trickling into this shit to be like, hey, man, this shit fucked up, and you got to be a man, and you know what I'm saying, not worry about getting this pussy that they giving up to everybody. All right, again, man, to think that when you look at pregnancies, STDs, I say this all the time. Black women are the most sexually irresponsible demographic in the fucking country, hands down. Okay, women wise. We ain't gonna talk about the brother fuckers. Brother fuckers totally.
Hey. Can we not talk about not talking about them?
But I gotta be accurate, Jeff, because they do. Oh no, the gay niggas.
No,
so
I
gotta be accurate.
Wait. What do you want?
Now Jeff trying to make us pause.
Wait, what he ain't want you to talk about?
No.
What'd you say? Say that again, Fantastic.
Motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
brother, fuck us.
They a fucking problem too. They are a detriment to the community too.
They really are. Hey, but Cap, it's a thing going viral right now. They got this thing called Trap It Anonymous. This girl told a story about how she just always wanted to have sex with this, one of those dudes. Yep. And bro, you'll be surprised at the number. I've been saying this. They know they gay. They fuck them anyway. They swear all these niggas down low. Bullshit. Bullshit.
I said a long time ago, Mr. Fantastic. I said the problem ain't down low brothers. The problem is down low hoes. These hoes are fucking motherfuckers and acting like they're not doing it. The bitches doing all type of shit.
Gays are a big problem in the black community. I'm sorry.
And that's why I don't
53% of black children that are tested by black women to see who's the father, 53% of them that actually get tested are not the nigga that got tested. 53.
And that's why I don't think
if I could tell you why gay men are a big ass problem, is because that's the only man that the black woman will roll with in the black community is a gay man.
Yep.
That gay man can call him a bitch. That gay man can tell him how to dress. That gay man is their best friend. They will submit to that gay man and let that gay man go and be around their kids, and then their kids be gay. All that bullshit. Fuck them gays. You talk about fuck.
Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's
yeah,
a
don't
super.
fuck tell you,
Oh,
don't
yeah,
fuck.
like that. My bad. That's the fall. Yeah.
Hey,
You're right. That's
you better hide your inbox. You better hide your motherfucking inbox.
You're continuing the cycle. Don't do that.
That's just a fine line anyway. Insulting gay guys is a fine line. It's real easy.
The truth is not an insult.
Accidentally.
How you gonna say insulting gays is this? You scaring me right now, Jeff. How you gonna say insulting gays is a fine line as much as we're talking about black women?
Well, if you
it's
listen,
the same thing. The truth is the truth.
Hold on. I want to answer that question for you, brother. If you listen to agree instead of listening to be offended, you'd understand that I was agreeing with you, that anything you say derogatorily about a gay dude can be taken the other way. It's dudes that do bits about it in comedy. I'm gonna beat your ass. Ooh, that's exactly what I wanted. That's somebody's joke. I was agreeing with you, brother, but you seek to be offended.
I'm not offended at all. I just didn't understand.
Well, you seek to be
cleaning it up now.
No, I'm not, brother. I don't ever. Is it, bruh? I don't even interrupt people. But now you're impugning my integrity. And I need you to ask around if I ever push back on anything I say or swim up river at the last moment. I meant what I said from the giddy up. And I certainly would not do it to agree with you, brother. I'm telling you again, as a joke writer, ask around. I am telling you.
I could misunderstand what you said,
well,
but
then cop to that. Cop to that. But don't impugn my integrity, brother.
Hey, brother, I don't have a problem with that. If I misunderstood what you said, that's fine. But when you first said it, it did sound like it. So I'm going to say it. I'm not offended.
Well, cats fucking sound like babies crying, but they ain't the same.
No, but what you said sounded like you was defending talking about gays. Now you cleared it up. That's fine. That's
on
fine.
Your own time.
We already
go back and wind the tape.
No, we
on
already
your
at
own
the time.
Go back and look at it.
I don't know why you're so touchy about it. I said we already at that time now. You said I misunderstood you. I'm fine with accepting that. I'm just telling you how it sounded. Just like when I say F them gays, I didn't have no problem with nobody saying, hey, Cap, you shouldn't say that. And I shouldn't have because of the way it sounded. So just like I misunderstood you, you're saying that I misunderstood you. And I'm fine with that too.
Sure.
You understand?
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny too.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny as
got a light in the mood.
I still think it's funny.
It was. I wouldn't have said it if it wasn't.
Shut up.
I guess I fucked the joke up.
No,
I was saying the same thing. That no matter what you say,
I misunderstood what you said. It's on me. That's what men do. I misunderstood what you said.
Well, and it was an obvious joke because I try to make it easy. When I make a joke, I will make a face. And at first, Cap didn't get it until I went back, and he was like, "Oh, I see what you're saying."
I didn't catch it at first.
Yeah, because I'm a child. I ain't grown up. I'm 16. So I hear everything I hear. I try to make some kind of joke about it. I need to grow up, and I know it. But
I just cost more.
But I sit back and I watch and I'm listening to us as we discuss this, and there's so many prongs to what is an issue here. And that's why I asked, who's the biggest sellout? Jeff, you alluded to something earlier, and then Cap said something about it, but I don't think we talk about that much. We'll bring up what happened in slavery. You said black women was the first house nigga, but then you went into a place where you talked about them beating their sons. But what we don't talk about is where the whole saying of the pouring tea or dishing tea, well, that came from a lot of the black women who used to wear the hand-me-downs of the white lady. And when the white man would be going from different friends' plantations, sometimes he'd take his best black woman. And his best black woman enjoyed this. She was exalted. Yeah, she was exalted amongst the other black women.
Like the black chick in Django on the porch.
Yeah, when she was put her nose up when the Bucks was fighting. Yeah.
Cheer for them as they fought to the death.
Yep.
She became the first person who was able to produce a child, and that child became a house nigga. Yeah. That child was able to get educated, and many times that child could even go off and own slaves itself. That was something that they were able to do. We weren't. No. Yeah, we weren't. If we got Kelly, the lady of the house, pregnant, what happened to us and Kelly?
They both. It's part of the Black Christian codes. If you read the Black Christian codes, one of the codes is if you a white woman got pregnant by a black man, I think they would kill the brother, and they kill the white woman that's giving birth to an abomination, as they call it.
Yeah, and they would kill the child as well. But if you look at it, and there's another thing. While Emmett Till was getting dragged,
Loving versus Virginia,
and the same, she was going to the Supreme Court to marry. If you old as I am, you remember Diane Carroll was getting fucked by all the white boys on TV. Nobody cared.
There was a couple of them black women during that time.
They were fucking Josephine Baker. They literally was that nobody cared. But Jack Johnson had him a white bitch.
Bro,
made a whole goddamn
the
law.
The Mann Act was written for Jack Johnson.
They are not our friend. Y'all can say it, but I'm telling y'all, and I've been saying, the black woman is not our friend. And let me explain. I can explain it by just saying something as simple or showing something as simple as this.
So many women, especially black women, related to you talking about how strong you've always had to be. And I just want to know, is there anything that you're doing going forward to encourage you living a softer life?
Yes. Unfortunately, in the villa, I had to just put on this strong suit because I know not only was I representing myself, but I was representing women and black women specifically around the world. I truly feel like before we came into this world, black women already had a label. They're so quick to label us as like angry black women. So that one moment of weakness that I had, people was like, okay, that's the real her. I'm like, well, no. What about when I was poised in situations that I should have acted out in? Like, what about those moments? Exactly. You were so quick to label me when that moment of weakness, and that's not fair, you know? So after all of that, I was like, you know what? I'm so happy that I was blessed with this guy who allows me to bask in my femininity, you know what I mean? Allows me to be soft. You know what? He takes the wheel. Usually I'm a control freak. I'll let him do everything, you know? I said I want to go to Europe. We was in Europe. I want to be a model. I was in 2 shoots, you know what I mean? Like, the support that I have from this guy is unreal. So it allows me to be the soft woman that I've always wanted to be. So I'm so grateful.
That's so sweet.
They clapping. If this was a brother up there, they'd have booed his ass off the stage.
Yes! They booed the man who played Luke Cage. And he did nothing wrong except for show his wife. They was like, are you single? And he said, no, I'm married. And they was like, yeah, here's the picture of your wife. And when they showed him up there with that white bitch, the audience booed.
Y'all gonna begrudge her love of Bobby Brady.
Hey, you know how you know it's a white, it's a white thing, praise. I don't know if this black woman is a hoe or nothing like that. But they vilify. What's the white boy? I mean, what's the brother that wifed up Meg the Stallion? They made Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson didn't get that applause that white man got.
Thank you.
Because
he said the same thing. That woman is a 304. Sound like she done been around the block. And say, remember, Meg the Stallion said the same thing that black woman said. She said that this man allows me to be this and be this. Meg said the same shit, and Klay was called a simp. why he is called a sucker. But he didn't get no praise for that.
Well, he called a sucker by the black men because black men was still saying he black and was trying to find a lot of times people lash out at times when they feel like they lose. And black men were watching that and feeling like, well, wait a minute. If we do this, you would call us a simp. So we're going to call him a simp. Because as a black man, we kind of expect a light-skinned nigga to act like this. This wasn't strange to see this. He close as that white boy. They half his mama's white.
No.
Okay.
His mama's white. So we expect, you know it, Cap, when we see a light-skinned nigga booing up a woman and brown flowers and shit, that's not unheard of. We don't not see that. But when you see a nigga my color doing that, he never wins. Travis Hunter can never win. They call Travis Hunter a sucker.
He called Travis Hunter all kind of ugly niggas.
But wait, he's done less simping than what Russell Wilson did. Russell Wilson had to take on another nigga's kid.
Right.
This man is having his own kid with his white woman. Yet.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Can we further agree that the women that are cheering? Okay, first, can we agree that these are the Ferraris of outcomes? Eve is the Ferrari of outcomes. If this was a car, any of these women. So what? Can we also then agree that the cheering section for these women will never ever afford Ferraris? That these bitches are waiting on the bus in front of the Ferrari dealership.
True, but this just a regular white dude. That motherfucker's not rich.
No, more to my point. Dear black women, I want you to wait for all the regular white men, these droves of them that are just keeping themselves from you. Just wait. They're on the way.
Believe it, Jeff. You've been in TV. You a writer. You a motherfucking writer. Tell us how Shonda Rhimes got rich.
Bruh, by playing into by catering to specifically fat black church women in the South.
Who wanted what?
White men.
Yeah.
Sure. How else do you
the problem?
How else do you in the plot put perfectly good black men, 3-4 of them that don't work? A congressman, a lawyer, a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Now one of these niggas drove a bus, and now one of them niggas worked. Okay. All right.
And then the black lady told the black man, that was one of the worst part when I saw that. She told him, he was saying, I'll do everything for you. I love you. And he was light skinned. You can't beat it. And she still told this nigga, I need love that hurts. And she'd rather be this motherfucker's side chick than his wife. And you wrote that in there?
And you know what the sad part is? The rest of the show was dope. I was into the rest of the show.
Yeah, everything around that. Yeah, it was
everything around it was fly except this. And by the way, she got to be not only the most powerful black woman ever on television that I can think of as a character, but she got to be the president's side chick. Why? What does that do? There is no other B plot here. She can't work it out and not work it out with the black lawyer.
So, Jeff, as a writer, do you think you would have been able to sell the show about a black man who's president with a black wife, and he's cheating on his black wife with a white with the white woman who's the fixer? Do you think you could have sold that? And if so, how long do you think it stayed on air?
Well, it depends upon how light the president was. If I'd have tried to do it with Keith David, hell no. But if I'd have tried it with Shamar Moore, maybe so.
But because they did it with. Okay, here's the thing. Barack Obama could not run for president, and he was a half breed, but he still needed a black wife. If he had a white one, no one would have voted.
Oh, hell no.
No one.
No.
But that is the problem. And I think that when you see those kinds of things, that is what is contributing to the delusion. And that's what keeps us in the situation that we're in, because if this is what you see, and you're talking just from the TV show, that's a hit TV show. What do you think?
Average black woman watch.
Yes. What do you think fatherless young girls and other fatherless women are going to try to say? Oh, this is the blueprint and this is the goal. This is what I'm going after. So everything else doesn't matter. So I don't find any value in shit else but that. I don't have to have I don't have to have the president, but I need to try to be as close to a white man, or try to get a white man as best as I possibly can. That's who I want to lock in with. That's who I find value in. And that's where I ultimately want to be. So everything else is just shit. And that's why black men get treated like shit by black women because of that.
I disagree.
Even when you look at the aspects of what a black woman that is like Meg Thee Stallion, she's now what? In a great position because she's dating Claire Thompson, but nobody's saying like, damn, how come you couldn't be with a black man? Nobody's saying that. Nobody said it about Serena Williams. Serena, how come you couldn't find no brother? Ain't nobody booing that white boy that they put up every time they show her face. But if you put up Luke Cage and his wife, she get booed. That's the culture that's fucking destroying it's destroying us from keeping us from a true family dynamic. And anything that is promoting that, it is a detriment to us.
Meghan Markle, black women stood up. All of that. Black women stood up and said in unison, "Thank you, Prince Harry, for making a black woman a princess."
A princess.
After
she said she don't even identify as black.
Right.
That's how you know it's an attack against black men.
And way after the I think the 16th century queen that was black.
Right.
Way after that.
But there's several brothers in Africa who got the real ass prince and kings who married black women. And this bitch says nothing about this. You see this white man with this half-breed who looks white, and you still identify. But, Jeff, that same woman, if I got with Meghan Markle and I was right here and Meghan would sit beside me, they say I was color struck. I'm a colorist. Same woman they did it to Zendaya. Zendaya was trying to be Aaliyah. They told her she was too white to be Aaliyah. She quit. They treated her so bad. She quit the job. She then went and started being MJ with Tom Holland on Spider-Man. Black women worship her. Yes. So she was black because she was with a white man, but when she was trying to play a black woman, she was too white.
Yep.
That's how you know it's an attack against black men, because it's not even. Like if they had the same vitriol for their relationships with white men as they had for black men with their relationships with white women, then you'd be like, okay, they're even across the board. But they're not even across the board. They let the shit slide when it's a black woman with a white man. All the time. She's winning, man. Let her applaud her.
Yeah, they're going crazy right now.
Serena Williams what she did, the damn step at the Super Bowl. She was black for a moment.
Crip walking at the goddamn Super Bowl.
Crip walk. The white man let her off the leash to go crip walk, and then she went right back on the leash.
Bitch up there, billionaire, fucking soft shoe.
And now she out here weighing 110 pounds with this blonde wig on. I don't know what kind of Ozempic she taking. That woman does not look like
some shit in her stomach.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Stop your blasphemy. Are you talking about Beyonce right now?
No, we're talking about Serena.
Oh yeah. Oh, she looks like a dried up horse. Have you ever seen like when a horse is near death? Like when
they send it to the glue factory, Jeff.
Put it down. They start looking wet even when they dry.
Yeah, man. Hey, she's just off them roids. That's all that is.
Is that what that? Oh, bro.
Nah.
Off the roids. But I believe that too. But think about it. When she was with us, and then they say things about us like that. What that girl said. That's what I wanted y'all to hear. First off, that girl face is sharp enough to cut diamonds. She got a hard face. That the girl I just showed you.
She looked just like her daddy, Tommy. Come on, that's the like, oh my God. I've done this several times, and I'll die on this hill. And that man that nigga look like he been changing transmissions by hands and picking cotton at the same time. Listen, no, baby, you not look like your daddy when he look like that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like this woman, they sat there and she said, "Oh, he lets me rest in my femininity." And you listen to them, a lot of them will repeat the same tropes.
They all say that same goofy shit. I posted a video in the private chat. I did a review about that chick. She said the same rehashed talking point. What did Vic Rhymes tell Tyrese and Baby Boy? This shit is a rerun. It's the same shit.
What she's trying to, if she says that this white man lets her rest or be within her femininity, is she really actually suggesting that when she was with black men wanted her to be rough?
Yes, that's the lie they tell.
It doesn't make any
sense.
No, not quite.
But
not
see,
quite.
but that's why I said earlier, that's one of the problems with the black community. It's the simps. So yes, those simps, they tolerate that behavior. That's why you got women thug clapping when they talking to their man and arguing and calling them bruh. We let the simps are the ones that are allowing that type of behavior. And when you have that,
but they were raised in a house like that, Brian.
Because that's how they've been.
He allows me to be feminine.
Which means we're restricting them from doing it. Yep.
Right.
Yes,
but
because black men are trained, just let me finish that and land my plane. But because black men have been conditioned to let black women behave however the fuck they want, and the only response we have is, man, that's just how she is, dog. Because they've been allowed to do that, that's why they think that is the role that they play, because black men will not correct it when they with a woman that.
But how do you correct it if your mama acted like that? Your mama called you little nigga. Your mama was the one who was disciplining you. Go ahead, Jeff.
He's taught. Okay. Unfortunately, what we're missing is everybody is right again. What he is talking about is the difference between now and the babyface generation. The niggas that came up with that as soon as I get home from work bullshit. My generation. The niggas that was begging for pussy on the radio, at concerts. These dudes now, they're not on that shit. Nor should they be. Chivalry was killed. The knife in Chivalry back has got bloody black woman handprints on it. So they not doing what these young did, what we used to do. They're not supposed to. If we gonna get back here, it's women that got to bend the knee. It is. And it don't have to be no other way. That's what I wanted to get to earlier. The black women who want to go where they going, with the exception of the Nation of Islam, ain't nobody else really tripping on who they screw. We 8 out of 10 of you we tired of. We don't care. So why don't we just stop? Whatever I put my dick in, the baby come out, perpetuates the race. I don't need you to keep this going. What I need is compliance. I need obedience. I don't need you to be affable. I don't need you to be agreeable. I don't need you to be pleasant. You can be all that shit and be disobedient. I need you to obey. If you have a problem with that, step to the left.
But see, the thing is, though, Jeff, when black women are doing that with white men, it's called resting in my femininity. When a black man chooses a woman of another race, that's called a weak bitch.
Okay.
So that is the problem. There's a problem. Hold on. There's a problem when you have those two same things, but they're being called out in our culture that way. Because when you see a black man with a white chick and she's yes and sure honey and whatever honey, they call that a weak bitch. But when that black woman is with that white man and she's, yes, honey, sure thing, honey, she's resting in her femininity, that's sending two different signals in our community and our culture that's fucking us up.
And you got niggas like, and you got, I gotta say this, and you got niggas like Dr. Umar Johnson who comes out and says, black queens forever,
snow
bunnies never. But he will never say black kings, which he is a man. He won't tell them you can't go get with a white man. Why does he do this? Because he placates black women, because everybody does this to them, allows them to be mean, assholish, and unfair to people who have been raised for the last 30 years by them exclusively. If black men were, and yes, there are some who are turning, but it's still brothers who want to whoop my ass now because they say what I say about black women makes them want to fight me. And I keep asking them, are you a black woman? They don't even know why they're fighting me like this. And then I'll ask them, I say, so let's just say I will never fuck a black woman. Why would it offend you who loves black women? Because that would mean it's more black women for you. I ain't never try to beat a nigga up because he wouldn't fuck my girl. I think that would be wild that I would want to fight a man because he don't want what I want. But there are black men doing this because they think this is a normal process for them to fight for the virtues of a woman who hates him. Because if she didn't hate you, why would everything that comes out of you that reminds her of herself, she try to change? With your daughter, she throw weave in your daughter's hair. That's what she will do. When she had a white man's child, she lets it walk around natural.
Ooh. Oh.
Did I lie?
Oh.
You seen them do it? You seen them with their mixed child?
Oh.
They look like they Mufasa motherfucker just had Simba. It's the circle of life. They show that motherfucker to everybody. They put up 99 pictures that you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Fantastic. Hey, he is. Everybody get to see this baby. And black women will walk up to a black woman with mixed babies. Oh, they so pretty.
Behold, the only thing greater than
all
yourself.
All of the hyenas,
like the golden
all of
child
them
and shit.
hyenas bow down to the shit.
That's the crazy part, right? So as much as you
They
as
do
a
the
black
curtsy
man,
right down to it.
as much as you as a black man can't deal with a light-skinned woman, right, or a mixed woman, they love the hell out of some mixed kids.
Ooh,
And
they
they need a
make
nigga to curate the mixed kid.
They make them, but then don't want nobody else to make them.
Because
you don't want me to date one, but but you'll get with a white man. That's why that woman on that picture, on that video I played, that woman, this idea of this woman.
Many women, especially black,
listen to how they're talking. So, and then she gets up there with her stiff face, sitting up there. I mean,
already had a label of weakness that I had. People were like,
this
okay, that's the real
look like
her.
half a
Like, well,
train.
no. What about when I was
bitch look like a
poised in
predator from
situations
the
I should have acted out in? Like, what about
But they're but when you get to see a nigga with a black woman and she's doing the because let me tell you something. We ain't never said a woman that talked like what we would say auditorily a white woman. We've never said, oh, I can't fuck that bitch. Listen to how she talks. We've never said I'm not interested in her. Listen to how she talks. But black men who speak English well, what do those black women say to them?
Lame, square.
Talk like a white boy.
Well,
Here it is.
It really
he
makes
ain't
sense
got no
to me.
swag.
It really
got no
makes
swag.
sense when you think about
They
it.
make fun of Russell Wilson and Carlton back.
You remember that black woman came out, and there's been several of them who said they can't date a man who does not have swag. They'd rather have thugs than squares. It's just something about these, and it's a thing. I forgot what they had a word for it. It's called thug addiction or something. That they have the word for it. That
I'm like fuck boy.
Yeah, like they say openly,
right?
We don't want you until, as my man Cap said earlier, until they done did all they have to do.
Their whole phase. When they whole phase over.
It's just an excuse.
They want thug dick and niggas with
not. That's not really what they want from black men. It's just an excuse.
Angry man in the building. Do it.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's just an excuse. It's kind of like Remember the scene on American Gangster when the dude, I think his name was Cisco, not sure, I can't remember, something like that. He owed Frank Lucas some money. And Frank said he loaned it to him just so he'd have an excuse to shoot him. Because he needed an excuse to shoot him. He knew he wasn't gonna pay the money back. See, black women give brothers hoops to jump through, so they'll have a convenient excuse as to why they are not gonna be with you or why they don't behave the way they're supposed to behave. Because if you actually jump through the damn hoop, like if they say, well, the reason why I'm not feminine is because you can't lift that boulder. Everybody knows there's some nigga in this world that will figure out a way to lift that damn boulder. And after he lifted, she'll say, well, you lifted it, but you can't throw it. She's going to keep moving the goalposts.
Or find a bigger boulder.
Exactly. Because the truth is, and nobody has dealt with this yet. Black women do not like themselves. And so because they don't like themselves, they don't like men because you remind them.
Wait a minute. Don't you say nobody said this when you're about to repeat what I've said.
Yeah.
Don't you do that.
Earlier. That's what you said earlier. It's true.
I was about to say, that's been my biggest thing. I said the reason they hate black men is because we remind them of who they are, because they put on all that weave and do whatever. But when I fuck you and give you a child, what your child look like? What you tried to cover up?
But see, this is why see, I'll take it a step further. You're 100% right. And I'll take it a step further. The reason why they will get with a white guy and make a light baby, and they cool with that, but they not cool with you messing with a white woman, is because you as a brother messing with the white woman reminds them of what they covet and what they envy. But them getting with a white guy and creating a lighter version of themselves is a way of them fixing that problem. That's the reason why they cool with getting with a white guy and having their own light-skinned baby. They cool with that because that's the new version of her fixing the problem that she had in the first place. But when it comes to you messing with a lighter woman, that's just a reminder of what she isn't.
But that's why she'll call you color struck.
They're chasing the idea of being the white woman because in their mind, they look at the white man as the top tier man. So that's the only man that they want. I'm not saying all sisters like that, but a lot of them, they think like that. This is why they'll get with a white guy and be feminine and be submissive and be all of those things, because in actuality, they view white men as men. They don't view
brass ring.
as men.
Yeah, if you think about it, when they're in that position of, they look at a white man and say, he won't accept this. Seriously, here's the difference. If I'm going to 2 jobs tomorrow, one of them's Kroger. Y'all don't live in the South, maybe Fry's if you live on the West Coast, and the other is IBM. IBM, I will be early, I will have on a suit, and I will prep. Kroger, I'll go any kind of way. I don't give a shit. Why? Because I view Kroger as less than. This is how black women show up to see us. That's how they show up. Seriously.
Wow. That was wow.
That's how they show up to see us.
That bitch is in court.
Yep.
They show up to see us. They walk around us with these slippers and shit on. When's the last time you seen a black bitch with a white man with a Jiffy Pop bag on? When's the last time you seen it?
Okay, hippity hop, mob stop. 2 things in play here. Number 1, when white dudes come for the sisters they want, nigga, they get dimes. Mm-hmm. It's us that go to the scratch and dent pile.
That ain't true.
That's okay. True. Well, in my travels, let me say
in the past, maybe. But today,
these young boys not playing that.
These young boys is getting.
Has it slid that far?
No, they're doing much better. We're saying it's the opposite. So
like in the 90s, but nowadays,
That's subjective.
What are they saying?
So Captain Jeff
So Cap and Jeff are on the side of saying, no, they're not.
I'm saying it's subjective. No,
Okay.
I'm even. I'm even. I'm not all the way on Jeff, and I ain't all the way. I'm in the middle, right?
I'm with you on that. 'Cause wait a minute. What we need to start saying though is this, and I feel what you're saying, Jeff. But we better start telling these brothers this, like the Bible saying. You know, it's just like Uncle Ben. So I'm gonna still quote it. It's better for a man to live in the corner of the roof of his house than to be in the house with a contentious woman. So we need to start telling
be
these
with
brothers,
a lion or a dragon. That's what he calls a woman.
So we better start telling these brothers, because they try to make you feel bad. They're like, only kind of white woman you get is a fat white woman. And what you need to start saying is, long as whoever the fuck I'm with is treating me well, that's where I'm going. If you start telling women wherever I go where I'm at peace, that changes everybody's perspective. When you start saying I chase ass, I like ass, go ahead.
But no, especially when you don't got a leg to stand on with the obesity thing when who leads in obesity, right? It's crazy. But yeah, so on top of that, man, yeah, Uncle Jeff, I don't know if you heard of good rice. You know what good rice is? Yeah, these young boys.
Jasmine rice, right?
Huh?
It's jasmine rice, right?
That jasmine, basmati, fucking all that.
Rice.
That's good rice.
These young fellas are out here really like exploring options and no longer accepting this. Bro, we've had so many things of where you had these men that are under the age of 25 that are saying, "Hey, man, listen, you can't shame me on this plantation politics bullshit, right?
I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm going to go where I'm appreciated.
God bless.
I ain't gotta play, real nigga killer gorilla bullshit. No, bitch, I'm me. And if you're not fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm finna get with somebody that wants to fuck with me for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And go from there. So the young cats like where they, trailer park fucking Trisha and all that.
Fantastic.
Don't that take
fantastic? You gotta point this out, bro. You got to point this out with the young brothers, with the young dudes. You got to make it a point to say they're not doing it out of maliciousness. They're not even doing it out of spite. They're just doing it because they have looked around and they've seen what their fathers went through. They've seen what everybody else has went through. And they're like, yo, I'm not doing that.
I'm not finna do this stupid shit.
Right. That's so
what's going on, people?
Hey, what's up, bro? The decision making that they're making is not just based on the looks. It's not just, they hate their skin and they hate themselves. They are going based on character. They're going based on behavior. They're looking at the overall facts of saying, hey, what am I getting with this deal? So just like you said, if that woman is obese, fat white chick, fat black chick, I got compliance and I got arguing and a bunch of other fuck shit. You know what? I can deal with a fat chick. Let me go with this compliance over here. Because at least she knows that she's fat and she's going to adjust herself accordingly and be way more agreeable than you have with a person who comes from a generation or a lineage of shit talking, bullshit, fuckery going on in the household every day. And that's what they used to. So that's what they're going to bring into your life.
You're a weak ass nigga though, Brian.
Yeah, I know. I hate shit and I hate myself.
There's a video circulating from Revolt. Video. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It's from Revolt. The chick was like, what she say? If I see a black man dating outside his race, he's weak. But when she see a black woman doing it, she's resting.
She was tired. She was tired, and she just had to make another. I know the video.
Right. It's a Revolt. It's a Revolt video. It's like it's the same rehash talking points.
It's the Ferrari window.
But it's the same.
That's why it's so funny to me, is because this group of women are arguing. We on the boat, gentlemen. Congratulations. I'm gonna lend this to every man here. And shout out to Angry Man. I'm gonna lend this to every man here. That with this shit that's about to come, we gonna be all right. Us and the people around us that fall under what we do is gonna be all right. You know where these bitches is saying what they saying from? They arguing from the fucking water, nigga. We all got boats. They are floundering in the water talking about the color of my fucking boat.
But we got to convince these niggas that's on boats that you got a boat, because some of them are really feeling like we need to jump in here and save these people. Remember what had to happen with Noah? God had to seal that door.
Yeah, Noah had
God
to
had to
listen
seal
to
it because he
Noah had to
knew
listen to his
when they
level
was
was
beating
drowned.
on that door, he might have opened it.
Hold
What
on,
did he
Tommy.
do with Moses? Man, y'all got to go into the wilderness and stay that motherfucker for 40 years. Why? Because if I don't, y'all going to bring them stupid motherfuckers right into the promised land with me, and they got to die.
And fuck
We got to,
everything up.
yes, we got to teach these niggas, man, just because your mama was ratchet don't mean you got to bring a ratchet bitch with you.
Well, Tommy, this is brings us back to dough. This what make niggas niggas still get upset about this. This is the destruction of family. That shit you talking about right there. These lines are not being drawn on family. They are being drawn on value, on love, on that shit cuts across family, and it's supposed to. This family shit was never you.
Hey, I used to tell people, if anybody knows when I first started watching me, what I used to say, I don't commune by color, I commune by logic.
Bruh, that's what it's finna be. And I'm gonna tell you what.
Cap wasn't gonna get along. Why did we get along, Cap?
Oh, you and I?
Yeah, remember they said we wasn't gonna get along. We couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, because I could see what I like about me and Tommy is we could see past the bullshit if the truth is the truth, and that's it. And what we found out was that our delivery may be different, but the point is the same.
You can't get somebody.
I was gonna add Tommy. What the crazy part is, me and Tommy, somebody be mad at Tommy for his talking point, and then I say the same exact thing he say, and then they be stuck. Because it's like, do you really disagree, or is it because you don't like Tommy? Is Tommy making a bad point, or you just don't like Tommy?
It's because they don't like Tommy.
It just
one of the things y'all
they don't like Tommy.
can do
I
too,
get the
though.
same shit.
And that's the woman in a lot of us, though, isn't Brian?
Yeah,
isn't that the woman in a lot of us? Look at even how now we've disagreed, but as men, we are still here because disagreement is we are passionate about the discussion, but I don't hate you or anybody I disagree with. There's no hatred there. A lot of the women are teaching these boys to have hatred. I still remember when they talked about Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah, and they hadn't spoken since they made that fucking movie, The Color Purple. And they asked Whoopi Goldberg, why haven't you and this woman spoken in these many years? And she said, I really don't know. Women can hate a motherfucker for 20 years and not know why they hated them. Men can sit there and fight and black each other's eye and blood each other's nose, and next week hang out.
Beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let me explain that, because that happened to me in the military. What's funny is we had a fight over a bowl of noodles. Yes, this is a true story. A bowl of noodles.
What branch?
And Marine Corps. You know, Jeff. You know, I know you was a Marine Corps, right? 745. And you know, we said our words. We had this fight, knock down, drag out. We didn't spill the bowl of noodles and whatnot, and nobody could eat the noodles because he wanted some. And he's from Georgia too. He's like, "Hey, Shouty, let me get some of your, let me get some of the noodles, Shouty." I was like, "Yeah, man, go ahead." But he was eating the whole bowl. And so we had a whole knockdown, drag out fight. And a couple of days later, hey man, you want beer? Yeah, man, want beer. Yeah, so we drank a beer. But that's the thing that we can do. And now women, have you noticed that women want you to hate the same people that they hate?
Yes.
Because it's about control. So guess
now
what?
What women hate is a group sport. It is. Just think about it. They'll stop being friends with their best friend because their best friend didn't agree with whatever the fuck they just said they was about to do.
Push. Here's the place I push back on that. So is man hatred. But here's the difference. Men hate by standard. Every man here, I don't believe a man here hang out with a nigga that don't take care of his kids. I don't believe a man here will condone. Oh shit!
Yeah, that depends. I don't know. It depends.
I don't.
And just for the record, I'm getting up to put something in the trash. I'm not doing
I don't believe. I believe men hate by standard. We got standard, dude. You can't be taking sex from women. You can't be. We got a standard. Women. Every group of women I know got a hoe in that group, so the rest of them can point and say, "At least I'm not Kim." They don't. That's the thing. They hate by sport, but that sport ain't got a goddamn standard. They'll fuck around and everybody hate the other one next week.
But
over
this the
some
problem
dumb
with
shit.
men, though. This is the problem with men that are raised by those women, is that those men are easily turned by a woman that they want to fuck, might fuck, probably could maybe one day fuck, ain't gonna never fuck. Will let that woman send them into a situation where they will risk and lose their life or their freedom.
We call it dummy missions down here.
have y'all heard about the story here in Chicago?
Well, hold on. I really would love for y'all to be able to talk longer. We've gotten 3 hours out of this. This is awesome. And I'm mad that Angry Man came in late, and I'm mad that Corey came in late. Yeah, we're going to do this every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday, yep.
Every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. We're going to do it like clockwork. You want to be a part of the panel, jump on. If this ain't been one of the best panels I've seen in a long time, I don't know what it's been. I know my man Cap got to go, but you want to go ahead and jump right off now, because I still got to ask. I got to ask Angry Man a question.
Yeah, I do. I do got to jump off. And I appreciate Tommy setting this up. We was gonna do a TNT, but I told him, I said, "Nah, this is more important to do this instead of doing our live stream." So I appreciate all the brothers on the panel. I look forward to next week. Y'all let me know what topics y'all got, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. Right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Cap. Take it easy, Cap.
All right, brother.
Now, Angry Man, I gotta ask you, because y'all know this is something. If I ask you straight up, who's the biggest sellout, black women or black men?
Black women.
You could have acted like you thought about it.
Black women, hands down. Black women are the only group of people in the hood that don't have to adhere to the goofy hood rules. Black women can snitch.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
Brothers can't snitch. What 50 say? He said Keisha hit high notes when the police came, but her ass is fat, so niggas treat her the same. Like she could tell on everybody. She can call the police on everybody else. She can call the police on you.
She'll tell the police. She'll tell the courts in front of her baby daddy, he sell dope.
Yeah, and go right back to the hood where they sell dope and don't nobody say nothing.
Because somebody want to fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That ain't. That's what I'm saying.
Here's one thing that I gotta point out. Nobody ever talks about. It's like a taboo topic, and it gets swept under the rug. How many brothers back in the day ended up being strange fruit because of some sister pillow talking to a Klan member?
Ooh. Never heard about that.
I mean, look, how many sisters do you think back in the day was probably laid up with a dude that was they sugar daddy back then or whatever, and they mad at this brother, and she say something to him, and next thing you know, that brother hanging from a rope.
Or just told they about to run. She heard it. They don't let her know. We never hear these stories, Angry Man. We don't hear, and we won't.
Yeah. Because, like, look, you think about it like this. If she's willing today, if today's black woman is if she believes in the whole concept of police brutality, and you know most of them do, they believe in the police just going, anytime they see a brother, they're going to shoot. And why the hell would you call the cops on a brother?
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yeah. So if you're willing to do that today, you can only imagine what they was doing back in the day. So yeah, in my opinion, they the biggest sellouts because you know they're not as invested in the community as they pretend to be. They're not. If I always say this, if white men in mass really wanted to be with sisters like that, most of the brothers wouldn't have a shot in hell at dating any of them black women.
That's a fact.
They have a hard time fucking them. They'd have a hard time getting them.
What's that dude name? The Sperminator? What's his name? If most white men were like that.
Fuck that. DJ Kid was able to get 700 black women fuck this regular looking white dude raw.
You know, Tommy, every time you bring that up, like that number is fucking staggering, bro. If it was 50,
and that's just who came out, though. But that's just who came out.
It would have been outrageous. Like 7, that's fucking crazy.
That's just who came out and admitted it.
Right.
Think
and
about
that's one dude.
One dude.
Sperminator had about 175 kids by black women.
And many of them asked him to impregnate them the regular way.
Yep, they wanted to fuck.
He came on my show and I couldn't believe he said it. He was like, some of them want to actually do it the regular way. So wait a minute. Not only do you want a mixed kid, but you want to fuck the white man.
Wait a minute. You got women lining up to just get his baby. Why?
Yes, he has 175 kids. Mind you,
he's an NYU professor.
You know that statistic that says 70% of out of wedlock births? It's not saying black men. It's other non-black men included in that percentage. Now, mind you, Sperminator is just one case we know. Let's imagine the non-black men that's contributing to the out of wedlock birth, but black men.
So women is going up to this dude.
Yes.
Regular guy. Work it out, Jeff. Go ahead. I'm gonna give you yes or no. Work it out.
Well, guess what? Go ahead. Let me help you out, Jeff. Hold on. Let me remind Jeff real quick because he's heard this before, but he needs a reminder.
Yeah.
Whenever you deal with niggas, what you need to understand is the white man's ice is always colder.
In this case, more fertile.
Okay. Is he exceptionally handsome or
nope.
tall?
No. He's square juice dude. He's
regular white dude.
This old Woody Allen looking ass.
Yep.
Hold on. I wish I could find the picture. Hold on.
I mean, when he came on my show, I remember sitting there just thinking. And so he was like, well, how it all started was I did it for one couple. And then when I did it for, and it was like lesbian couples. And then he said, then single women started coming to him, asking him. And so I tried to ask him, you don't think it's something wrong with the fact that all these black women want a biracial child? You don't think there's anything wrong with that? He said he didn't look at it that way. He thought they just wanted kids.
Okay, what y'all, here's something I don't think has been brought up tonight. This is how bad black women want to keep their will. This is a question of will. This is why they hate you so much. Because with you, I am going to have to submit my will. These other dudes, I can usurp my will over. This dude that lets me be in my feminine. So in 2 years or less, you telling me the dude that you cheat on him with, is he like him? Or is he like the niggas you complain about? They usually don't cheat with the nigga they marry. They cheat with the nigga they complain about. So none of what...
my fault. I don't know if you heard what I said earlier, right?
No, go right ahead.
The 70% out of wedlock birth, it's not saying black men Pacific. There's non-black men included into that statistic, but black men get blamed for that, as this deadbeat daddies for that.
Oh,
we always get
blamed. And Sperminator is contributing. Remember, Sperminator is contributing to that.
Well, you got to realize most black men, and I think it's from the ages of 15 to 50. something like that.
51% don't have children.
Don't even have kids.
Don't have kids. And remember,
y'all remember when I first came out and told them there are twice as many black women with kids than black men? They didn't even believe it.
It's mind blowing to this day. They don't believe that. You have to really explain it to them.
61% of black women have children, by 46% of black men.
Okay.
51% of black men don't have kids, and 54% of black men are not married or unmarried.
I can't. So, I'm gonna say this, and I'll shut the fuck up for the evening. I'm gonna have to go ahead and pop my collar again. If you go back and drop the needle on me and Zoe Williams in the Zoe One Morning Show 10, 12 years back and listen, it sounds like we're prophets for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop my collar and be prophetic on some New Year, some more shit in the future. In the future, these women you talking about with these strange babies that they got 3-4 babies that look like neighbors because the babies got 3-4 daddies. These women are going to be absolutely fucking begging you to take them in.
Hell no.
No, they
oh hell yeah. Whether you do or not will be up to you, gentlemen. But I'm telling you, it's coming. And if I'm wrong, somebody tell me that what I'm looking at on the news don't point to that shit.
I used to point that out, and I've been doing it since 2009. But I used to point that out. I pointed out the part about y'all. If y'all can remember, I said they could. Well, what's going to change things? And every time they would ask me, I said, when their safety net is removed, the government and the simps that they had who worship them turn on them. Well, they're gonna turn on them. These niggas are gonna turn on them. This is Frankenstein's monster. Yep. You remember they already said the young niggas ain't putting up with this shit no more. Nope. There's a lot of young niggas punching bitches in the face now, ain't it? Them niggas are they not? Like these niggas have stopped that. You can't hit no woman. These niggas is fighting these bitches in the street. Dead ass.
It's a lot of niggas that letting their hands be bisexual.
Well, Tommy, it was, if you remember back in the day, it was the fathers that told their boys not to hit women.
Right.
They mamas ain't really telling them that. They mamas is like, I'll beat a bitch's ass. So they copying their mama.
That's what I'm saying. So that Frankenstein's monster, you created this. That Jeff kept saying, and y'all talked about it earlier. Y'all said, well, these women are creating the niggas that they say they don't like.
Yeah.
Yes, they're literally creating them. Frankenstein's monster. And when it does what it does, they're going to be sitting there saying, who's going to stop this thing that I created from doing what it does to me? And the niggas that tried to warn you are going to be standing there like how Lot had to let his own wife.
Come on, man.
It's going to be just like that. A bunch of women. There may be a handful or two that may get some simp niggas to take them on in, but there's going to be a large number of women that are going to be alone and they're going to die alone.
But those women are going to, if we go back to Jeff's analogy, boats, he going to let a couple of them bitches get on the boat, and what the rest of the bitches in the water going to do? Swamp him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that boat goes down. Not all boats are going to make it.
And yes, they're going to swamp him. And
Period. If you're going to make it, those problems are going to take care of themselves.
Yep.
If you are foolish enough to have a foolish woman around you in these times coming, that foolish woman will be the end of you. When we say don't go past the perimeter at a certain hour, there's a virus, there's an animal, there's a whatever. And that foolish woman does it. Anyone who follows her, that is, speaking of Lot loved his wife right up to the perimeter that God set. God set a perimeter that said, don't look back. Do you think Lot did not notice that there was somebody no longer next to him? Do you think that Lot did not hear the sound of an untrustworthy, disrespectful, dishonest, disobedient bitch turning to salt? You don't think he heard? Because that is exactly what was happening. But he loved her only up to what God said, which was not turn around. And bitch, I ain't finna turn around.
You forgot, Uncle Jeff. He knew she turned to salt because his hand was back there. He felt the salt. He said, damn.
Right?
And you know what he said once he realized she had turned to salt? I think I'll run on.
Right?
See what the end will be. I think I'll run on.
He run that some bitch around his damn margarita glass when he got out of God's Sodom and Gomorrah, nigga.
Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what the end will be. And we gotta have these brothers. Look, Jeff is right. Jesus said, they said, hey, Jesus, that go your mama. He said, that woman. He said, my family? He said, your wife. They told him your mama and your brothers are here. He said,
who is?
My family is people who here to serve God.
Yep.
That's my family. And
so
we need to
who is my mother and brother?
Shit. we got to get there. And it is a hard place to get because, like Jeff said, they done told black folks about this family, but the family dynamic they told us about is wrong. It's the idea of you got to say, if the people ain't got what you got in mind. Literally, if Lot would have been Adam, we'd still be in the Garden of Eden.
But see, Tommy, they already swamping the boats. Because look, in my life, there's women in my life, in my family and stuff, you know, people that I know that, you know, going through hard times and like they might hit me up and ask me for help, and I'll be like, you need a fucking husband. Like I can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't lean, and because that's what you'll notice that the women will do. Whatever dude that's in the family that got some success or got any type of money, all the women start trying to lean on that person for support. And it's like, no, that's why you supposed to have a husband. Remember when you was talking all that shit about what you wasn't going to put up with? Well, guess what? Now, because of what you didn't want to put up with, look at what you got to put up with.
I don't help bitches move. I'm old, my back hurt.
Yeah.
I don't help bitches with rent. Mine do too. I don't help bitches with a lot of things because I've noticed a lot of these women prey on these lames who, as y'all said earlier, they want the prospect of pussy so much that they will give something to this woman and it's another nigga fucking her for free. And your dumb ass.
That is, bruh. I thought we talked about this, Tommy. There's actually, I have there's a term for that. It's called OPC syndrome, outside pussy chance syndrome. On the outside chance that he might get some pussy, it's a nigga that'll paint your house, watch your kids, do your breaks, and ain't ever gonna get a whiff. And it's them dudes that these dudes, there's not enough righteousness in their network for them to survive. Them niggas ain't gonna make it either. Them OPC niggas, no chance. They're not.
They're gonna go broke, literally trying to buy somebody that don't want them. They literally will, and it's happened to several men already where they've lost everything for somebody that didn't want anything. They didn't want you, and you still did it. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I want y'all to just listen to this. I said it I've said it plenty of times. You remember people have told me I was lying? And I told people, not that I like to buy pussy. I'm just a prostitute purveyor, connoisseur. Like I just, like to know them, and I talk to them a lot. Shut up, angry man. I just think.
I ain't mad at you.
You're 304 whisperer, right?
I ain't mad at
you. I just ask questions, man. I try to see where they're coming
pussy
from.
purveyor.
Yes, I try to see where they're. I try to see
buys his titties direct.
Yeah, that's why. I mean,
ain't nothing wrong with it.
Listen to this. I want all y'all to listen to this.
Come on with me.
It's not big ass tricks. These tricks on Fig, they be little Mexicans, little betes. Literally, they be little guys. Like, they're not.
She just talk like she's just a big dog, but
okay, but so you would never get in a car with a black guy. That's against the rules. That's what I've been told by enough girls that it doesn't surprise me anymore.
Guy.
Okay, what happened?
Some shit.
Really? And do you feel comfortable with that?
stereotype that black guys are just like way more dangerous than Mexicans or whites on the blade?
Because like I don't know, like they just be taking advantage because they know they big and they know that they can rape you. You feel me? They know they can take control of you. They be having guns and shit. Like they be, yeah, they'll do anything to not
you lie right.
You know?
Wow. I mean, I saw somebody post this on the Reddit. They're like, all these girls on the blade.
The only black guys that I would date is like old ass niggas, like that my grandpa age, like because not like that, mom, not like that.
See
You know
what I'm saying?
No, not like that. No, not like that. But like old guys, like
I'm
old
just so
niggas.
glad you're not on Fig no more.
Yeah, I don't do that shit no more. That shit, first of all, that shit played out.
I just have never
Now
heard a
that shit is,
15-year-old
like,
aspire to date a 50-year-old guy or whatever.
I'm not
Maybe not
inspired.
50,
I
but
just
She probably feel like this is like my grandpa. I'm saying.
No, I just.
I mean, I don't know.
You're just paranoid of the 25-year-old joints.
Bro,
You don't want to date a trophy?
Why?
Exactly, because why would
yep.
a trophy be paying for coochie?
Oh.
And we all got our own thing going on, I guess, but.
You know?
So if they seem
and then
like.
on Fig, like if you gonna pay for some coochie, go to an Instagram model or some shit. Don't go on Fig. Like, come on now. You know? Like, no.
Okay.
They sat there and told a white man. And that girl is 15 years old, Jeff. She's been selling pussy on Fig.
That nigga
Well, she just told people not to go.
That nigga finna go to jail.
What I can't figure out, this is what I can't figure out. Really confusing to me. When you see two black women sit up there
in front of a white
one black woman, because one of them a kid, but you see them sit up there talking like that. How can you, in the very next breath, refer to them as queens? How?
This is the part that Jeff said. Jeff said they told you not to go to the place where she at. The same thing about them talking about don't want YNs and they create YNs.
Yeah, and look, here's the thing, and I'm not saying that they're not misguided. They definitely are. Definitely. But pretending like they're not is not gonna fix anything. Like trying to give them a false sense of prestige doesn't fix anything. It's like trying to shine up a turd. Like it doesn't work.
But notice this has not gone viral. If the black man and his daddy sit there and said that, as a matter of fact, it was what was it? Amon-Ra St. Brown, their dad said that he went specifically after an athletic white woman to create the athletic half-breed kids he created, and they tore his ass a new one.
Yep.
This girl, it hadn't even went out. I had to play it for motherfuckers. People ain't see this part of the interview. You and your mama say, and you remember, I used to talk about how on backpage.com, my homeboy told me that it'd be a lot of black girls on there that have no AA. And I thought they was talking about they didn't want a nigga that was an alcoholic. I didn't know.
No African Americans.
Yes, no African Americans. There's white girls in porn who will not fuck black men. And they said, because when they get out of porn, they don't want the white guy. They can see all kind of shit them doing, but they don't want the white guy that they want to marry to see them ever fuck a black dude. And they wouldn't do it on camera. There's not one black woman ever in the history of porn that said, I'm not fucking a white guy. That tells you all you need to know. Jeff, you get the last word.
Well, and thank you for that, man. Wow. Let's not forget in all of this, gentlemen, the level of women we discussing. Right now, we discussing hoes for some reason. Maybe we are discussing hoes because this culture vulture that had him on the show dug that deep in the barrel. That kind of shit they're discussing happens on Fig, and niggas do that. But them niggas ain't you, and them hoes ain't who you after.
Yet while saying that, that guy there killed that woman there.
while saying that, I can show you all these white men. Well, that one white boy put a black bitch in a fucking suitcase, chopped this bitch up, but they won't bring that up. They won't say nothing about it. They don't go march about these white men killing nuts. They want to say this again. These white men, and you know it, Jeff, it's been white men that's been killing prostitutes since what, the 60s out in California?
Nigga, it's been white men killing prostitutes since 18th century France.
That is true.
The white man, okay, I don't know why this whole, when it came out about a woman,
Jack the Ripper,
I would rather be with a bear than with a man. Well,
you know they
you know
solved
what?
that.
I wish you well.
That shit, right?
I wish you well. Maybe you can pick. Maybe you're better at picking good bears.
Y'all know they solved that shit, right? That Jack the Ripper shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but they need to solve the Black Dahlia now.
Yeah, they solved that shit. It was a noble person that did it. Like I forgot, the Queen's nephew or some shit like that. And they found like a old tin in this house, in this doctor's house, where they was exchanging letters talking about what they was doing. So it was a doctor and a person of noble blood that was going around doing that shit to women.
Bro, white men been doing it. They
Sounds
know
plausible because
they never solved the Black Dahlia, but they know whoever did it because of the way she was cut up was a surgeon, a doctor. It wasn't no regular nigga did this.
Well,
White men have been doing this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying even with what Angry Man was saying, he used to feed them grapes back in the day, and that was considered a delicacy. That was something. So it had to have been someone of noble, like he was just saying. So I was just agreeing with you. But I was just pointing out that little fact that I knew about. My bad, Tommy.
No, I was just saying, like, these white men, these black women will see them. Here in Atlanta, there was a dude named Fred Tokars. He had his black wife shot in the fucking face when she tried to divorce him. He wasn't trying to give her half. Black women don't bring that up. Black women don't bring up none of the shit that white men do to black women. And per capita, since white people like to talk about that, they do it more than we do. And yet you don't hear it. But you'll hear this woman, knowing how and what she's heard of, all the things that's happened, say that these black men are this. And we have to accept it. We don't get to look down on that one black girl who's done ghetto gaggers. They don't go around.
What y'all saying in space, Angry? The unspoken Negro contract? I think that's one of the clauses.
Yeah, that's part of the unspoken Negro contract. You don't get to talk about black women. I don't care what they did. You better cut it out. Your mama black. Remember that?
Yes, that's the answer to everything. Your mama's black. Tupac literally said, even though you was a crack fiend mama, you always was black queen. We would never say this about a father.
That's the problem with that phrase. Remember your mama black used to be something you could use as a weapon when I love my mama. My mama wasn't your mama.
Yeah.
My mama wasn't you.
My mama wasn't you. What you are dealing with now. Listen, speaking of pornography, me being a fine connoisseur of it, if you watch amateur black porn, nigga, you don't hear music. They fucking to the news. they don't give a fuck, bro. They don't. This new group of people listen to the music. You know why Stevie Wonder music sound different and Smokey Robinson music sound different than now? Because them niggas love they mama. These niggas that's writing songs now, you ain't shit because your daddy wasn't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. Here's a new uncle. This is what raised them. So
I've been telling them. Y'all get mad at me. Snoop told y'all bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. He wasn't talking about white bitches. When Ice Cube said a bitch is a bitch, he was talking about white bitches. He ain't been around no white bitches. I got hoes in every area code. This what nothing but these niggas have been around nothing but niggas. And I said it. I said the hatred that these men have, they don't know how to get it out. A lot of times poetry and music is the way for you to say what's on your fucking heart. And these men were saying at that time they had been dealing with so much shit. Because remember, when rap and shit first came out, it was all beautiful, like you said. It was, we trying to clean up the streets. We love these women. We be a good man, all this shit. It changed that next generation. It changed. It was fuck these hoes. It was all of the dirtiest shit. And why was it that? Because most of them grew up in households and saw that. Go ahead,
I
Murray.
gotta say something too. And you said this about 10 years ago, and this is a problem now. So like what Jeff was saying, as far as these men are hating their mamas, they do to a large degree. However, one of the things Tommy said years ago was that these young boys are raised, and girls are raised, to look at their mamas like gods. So they're like deities to them. So yes, I can have contempt for you, but I won't raise up and go just all out against you, because you literally have put the fear of God in me.
Well, it's the unspoken rule, though. If you do it, how are you treated? If you do it, you get treated a certain way. Eminem didn't get treated a certain way for calling his ain't shit mama out for being an ain't shit mama. No one questioned.
That's what you're saying.
That's Eminem. That's white. That's
brother.
White. Yeah. A white boy can talk cash shit to his mama and his parents.
Brother, what you are saying is absolutely true. If we have a time machine handy, you're gonna have to go back about 15 years. That has started to unravel. I'm seeing it everywhere. And I feel you. I know what you're saying about how the mother was deified, but the mother was deified at a particular time period. Once these people started to see you fail them as a mother in real time, they're watching. And this is what happens, brother. What you're looking at is a group of young people. I'm watching it with my own kids who are now judging both parents, not as children going through it, but adults looking back at it with the choices that they would make. This is what you're watching, and that's why that's crumbling.
But you got to remember, when the emperor was walking out there naked, everybody pretended that he had on clothes until it took one child to stand up and say, "This nigga naked." Y'all can say whatever. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to, but in 2009, I was that nigga that came to the world when nobody knew who that nigga was and said, "Them bitches is naked." Y'all emperor is naked. And what happened? More and more men, then women started coming out and saying, "The bitch is naked." And they are fighting tooth and nail to keep the power they have as that ball is slowly rolling. That snowball is gaining momentum. Because I will say this, and this is how I'm going to let y'all all sign off. The next time a black bitch say, "Who hurt you?" say, "You did." Say, "People like you did." Don't run from it. Don't feel bad, because that's what they try to do is make you feel bad. We would never say to a rape victim, "Who hurt you?" We would never say to an abused child, "Who hurt you?" And yet these women will see the pain that they've caused and make a joke out of it and say, "Who hurt you?" Well, respond to them and say, "You and bitches like you. You have created Frankenstein's monster." Everybody who asks, "Where did Tommy come from?" I say, it's years of shit you did. I am the motherfucker that you created by the shit that you did to several black men, black children. I watched my father go through it and my mother put him through it. You think I'm supposed to go and cover that shit up? I remember she came and said to me, "Oh, watch your show and you say these things. I'm a black woman and you said that about me." I said, "And you did that shit. Just because you don't do it now, you think you get to run away from the problems you cause?" We never let a man do that shit. Do he get to run away from what he did because he got saved at 50? No, he still did it. And women need to be able to come out and say, because until they come out and say, "Yeah, I fucked up and I fucked that child up," because they get to run away from it and act like it don't happen. And us children grow up and we become the keepers of the secret. We the ones that's trying to dress up what mama used to be. We the one that's trying to pretend it didn't happen. How you gonna call a new woman that you just met a hoe for cheating on you, and your mama got 5 kids by 6 different niggas, but somebody call her a hoe and you want to whoop their ass?
Wow.
Angry Bear,
what's up?
Tell them about yourself. We about to leave. Give them your last words, because I gotta go. I'm about to get put out my own house.
Shout out to all of y'all. Appreciate y'all having me on the show, Tommy. But other than that, man, y'all know where to find me. All you gotta do is look up Angry Man on YouTube. It'll come up.
What the fuck is Bingo Nation?
Bino, that's yeah, that's a concept I came up with to refer to people that don't that basically don't live up to stereotypes. So if you're a black person, you don't live up to the negative stereotype of black people, or if you Latin, you don't live up to that negative stereotype. Basically that.
Oh, those bitches and ignorant niggas organized. Hey,
I thought it was some light skin. I thought it was some light skin shit like Bino Nation.
Nah.
Al, it was started by Al
because he ain't told Bino. So
I will not stand by and let you malign our light skinned brother. I won't let it happen.
I said Bino Nation. I said this nigga represent.
Okay, Angry Man has dark skinned thoughts.
Listen, you can't be, stop being a rest haven for beige niggas. Do not run no beige nigga sanctuary, Jeff.
We talked about this at the beginning of the show. You can't stay at your house, man.
Oh, I gotta ask you, Angry Man. If your homeboy need a place to stay, this for you and Jeff. If your homeboy need a place to stay and you got a pool house, if you let him live in, if you let him move in, is that gay?
What? No.
No.
If your homeboy need a place to stay and you got a pool house, if you let him live in there, is that gay?
No.
I don't
if
think
the
so.
dude that's staying there in that house, if he's known to be gay, is that gay?
Johnny Gill is not gay. I'm not letting you put that evil on Johnny. He
You're
said that's the sign that Eddie Murphy.
You're not
he
in
said
the
that was the
same-
sign that Eddie Murphy was gay because he let Johnny Gill stay in his pool house.
Nah.
I said I'd let my homeboy stay in mine.
Yeah, I didn't know. You should have came at that from another angle because you just asking me, my man down hard, he gonna be in the street. No, I say I knew it was gonna make niggas pause before I said it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't have to remember my man. I'm 60. My manhood hasn't been under attack, so I can say shit like that. I can say things like down and hard, and I'm gonna be in your ass, and I don't mean, and I know. Oh no, yeah, that last one, yeah. Oh no, it offends my manhood. I'm afraid. Run, scanner. Now, what the fuck else were we talking about? Yeah, I don't know what we were talking about.
You can't do that. You done forgot. Come on now. I was saying he was saying. He said you don't let no nigga live in your house like that.
that ain't the same thing. Now, if you saying that he just wanted to be the dude he was clapping cheeks with to be close, well, that might be true. But then that ain't got shit to do with me and my dude, because I'm not a sweet pickle. I don't roll with sweet pickles, so that don't have nothing to do with me.
I'm gonna give you a chance to explain it. Do you want to stay on down that hill? That you will not let me come stay with you if I get down bad.
Tommy, that's what I'm saying.
No, he's talking to me. No, I'm saying I'm not gonna let Johnny Gill stay at my house.
No, but that's not what you said. Patrick, that's not what he said. He extrapolated and said, I'll give my nigga some money. He can't stay with me. You didn't say that, Brian.
You're right. Okay. Yes, you're right. So no, you're right in that regard. So yes, I'm saying that if it was me and you, yes, I would.
Because I was about to say I'm a little bit behind on my mortgage right now. And I'm gonna need some niggas to come through. So Jeff said he would, and you said I'm gonna hold you niggas to what you said.
That's hilarious.
You can call me. But the whole thing that started was with Eddie Murphy's past and his history. And with Johnny Gill's past
and Johnny Gill's suspicions.
That made two niggas looking out for each other.
Johnny don't have no past. You never caught Johnny fucking no man.
But no, Johnny, hold on. Johnny is not for the fucking sing to my wife. No, Johnny's not for the fucking sing to my wife. No, nigga, you gonna stay somewhere else. No, you not gonna come in there like ooh and start fucking whining and shit.
That's why I said the pool house. He had him in the
No,
pool
I
house.
don't want that nigga nowhere on the property. He gonna make his way in the house and start singing. Hey, I'm gonna go beside somebody goddamn head. No.
I digress.
I just look at it. I say, well, we gotta, I'm gonna help a nigga out. Now I'm with you though, Brian, too, with that whole idea. If I got my wife and kids in the house, I don't think I can have you on the property unless I'm there 24 hours a day. Cause I'm scared a nigga gonna fuck my bitch. I really am. That's a fear.
Really?
I got a fear a nigga gonna fuck my bitch. You can't stay with me.
Man, look.
Look, Jeff, I'm with a hoe. Now don't make me say no more.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, then God bless.
So I'm afraid. I got the mailman gotta throw that shit in my yard. I told this nigga, you stop again. Stop again here.
Well, my policy is you putting too much on it. My policy is don't fuck bums. If I find out that you fucking somebody else, that nigga gotta start pitching in on some bills around here. You can't just I'm on that shit. Okay, yeah. So don't just fuck. If you gonna fuck, don't fuck up. Don't fuck across or down.
Don't fuck laterally.
Don't fuck lateral, bitch. Fuck up. Don't. Okay. You can fuck the CEO just like you can the pool boy. Go fuck up with CEO. Get us some money in here with that thing. Don't just throw it because don't just throw it because I don't understand you.
I'm with you on that. I might not know how. I
gotta write that down.
Yeah, I might not know where I got these new Jordans from, but I'm glad I got them.
Yeah, God damn it. You gonna just out here cheating just for you. Bitch, cheat for us.
Yes. Oh my God, baby. You got the house painted?
Yes. Let me look up and life is better. That's what I'm talking about. God damn it, there's some steaks in the freezer now. That's how you supposed to cheat. I'm not gonna ask.
But that goes back to the pool house thing. That goes back to the pool house thing and the pool boy. Yeah, that's usually what motherfuckers, the housewives used to cheat with was the pool boy. So you in the pool house, you might as well get a fucking pool boy.
So that's what he's saying. He said you fucking like that's embarrassing me.
Yeah,
that's bullshit. Because not only is she fucking somebody, I got to pay this nigga now.
Right.
He my pool. Like fuck.
Come on, I know that's out. That's fucking down. Fuck up.
And that's
our lives better.
That's how you wake up dead. I tell you now. That it's a thing like that. Hold on, did you fucking who? A crackhead?
No, yeah. Don't embarrass us. You can. Okay.
Yeah, we got kids. We got a family. At least fuck a nigga that they gonna fuck. Oh shit!
Right.
You fucking Chris Brown. We get some tickets.
Clearly, if you feel the need to fuck around, I'm beneath your standard. Well, show me by how much.
Ooh.
Show me by how much. Don't be out here fucking no bus driver, nigga. Don't fuck a bus driver that does push-ups. What the fuck is that?
Angry man has nothing to do with none of this. He is angry man say, I am out of this conversation. I don't have nothing to do with none of this shit.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, but don't go past. He said, don't fuck a bus driver that do push-ups, bitch. Get your shit together. Get your shit straight. What the hell?
Nigga, when I find out that the nigga you fucking all he got on me is in shape, bitch, that's it. This nigga goes to the gym. That's why you fucked him? What are you doing? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, you don't
Bitch, get the car. Go home. We got to redo this. No, I'm sorry, sir. You can't fuck my wife anymore. You don't qualify.
You grab her by the ear, put her in the car. What are you doing?
What if I told you about throwing your pussy all willy-nilly? That's you're guilty of T-pawn. Throwing pussy all willy-nilly. That's man.
Have reevaluated your file, and we have come to the conclusion that you are no longer qualified to fuck my
what YouTube channel is this, Tommy Soto, so that I can clip this later?
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you the link. You know I'm on Rumble, but there's a lot of people that got their YouTube up there. But I'll give you my link, my Rumble. I'm gonna give it to you. Now you go clip it. We did a good thing today.
Oh my God.
I appreciate everybody that came through again. I enjoyed this show. We got my man Relationship Rehab, Patrick with the hat trick, Uncle Jeff, Angry Man, Kiss Yardie Game
Nation, and my dog out of Chicago. And I'm going to do it again for you, Corey.
What again? What?
He put on the
you can't see.
Oh, Corey out of Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where, bro?
I'm born and raised in Maywood, but West Side. If people want to
You don't know nothing about Maywood. I graduated from Proviso East.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I graduated from Proviso East 1999.
Bro, I got you beat 1983.
You can't hear Chicago in his voice.
Nigga, up here been hollering about pimping all night. They tried to make pimping bad.
Jeff, look up. That nigga, the nigga above you, he from Chicago too.
Yeah, Ryan Rehab from Chicago too.
I'm from the South Side. 12 dudes, slow down.
Ghetto ass Brady Bunch over here.
Bruh, I also grew up on 6023 South Damon, right across the street from Lindblom Park.
Oh, okay.
Niggas used to get the vernacular twisted and think that I wasn't nice with these doorknobs. I don't know where they got it from, but yeah. Check the zip code.
You've been out west too long, though, Jeff. You can hear you hear West Coast swing in your voice.
I tell you what, well, that's how a few niggas that snuck up on one and figured out they didn't know how to fight in front of their girl.
No, I mean, I was just saying, like you done got a little of that West Coast relaxation in your voice, though.
Oh no, that's called accomplishment, nigga. That's what accomplishment.
He said he didn't look in the rearview mirror. He did not look back.
I don't. Red spaceship ain't got no rearview mirrors, nigga. I don't look back. That's what them niggas is going through. God bless them all.
My man Brian, he got out. He came down south. He went down south. He migrated.
That's the move. That's the move, bro.
Well, that's the move. Man, I'm telling you, every day that I'm here, y'all just count y'all blessings, man. Because every day that I'm here and this crazy shit and how this shit going, and you know, Brandon Johnson always talking shit. Jelly Bean Prisco always talking shit about how we don't need the National Guard, but every day I put up a new post, a new video of somebody committing a crime, and I say crime is down, like they always say. And here come these old sweet
70-year-old dude yesterday on the bus stop.
Yep, I just posted that up. I'm gonna put it up on my ex. They beat him to death at the bus stop.
Killed him.
Well, I tell y'all what. Ben Johnson and Brandon Johnson, both of them fucking y'all season up there in Chicago, fucking it up. Anyway,
well, just wait till I'm elected emperor. All this shit's gonna change.
I appreciate every one of y'all for coming through. I really do. Angry Man, I'm gonna start sending you the link out earlier. Now that I know I got you locked in. I've enjoyed this show with you guys. It's been awesome. I'm gonna send you that link, Jeff. Thank you guys so much. I got to go and get cussed out. I'll talk to y'all later. I talk all this shit online about being an alpha man and about to go get my ass cussed out. I'll see y'all later. This all internet shit.
All right,
it don't work at all. Peace out, fellas.